Because this phone is tripping lately, man. When I go live with brothers,
Tripping late.
yeah, man. When I go live with brothers, there's no cool. There's a
Ooh, I like that. Big screen. Big screen.
I think it's good. But can you check here and there if it's good stuff or what?
Con. Hey, Shalom. First and foremost, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone that taught us his truth. Peace and blessings to the hopefully elect 144,000 men pushing the truth and wholehearted sincerity across the four winds. With the GMS Germany camp, I had to spread probably how Ba'ashem, Yahushai, preaching and prophesying the downfall of this wicked ass kingdom and hastening the day of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai. Okay? And pretty much what we're doing out here is professing our heritage, right? Because the heritage of a people has been taken. You know, if this world was really taught the truth of what has happened and what has gone on, now, but Esau would never allow that because he's the forger of lies. Get there real quick. First, get Job 9 and 24, and then you get well, he's the forger of lies. Here it comes. Because the earth is controlled by a minuscule group of satanic elite. All right, and the things and the customs and the things that you see today is being pushed onto the economy by these so-called elite who are of the tribe of Amalek. All right, Amalek being who the world calls yeah, they actually called them the Israelis. Yeah, that's a better word to use instead of the J word because they get crazy for that shit. Okay, so who the world usually calls ignorantly calls Israelis, they're actually Amalekites. All right, and then you got heathen nations. I mean, other nations that hearken unto that and stole that heritage unto themselves also. All right, by claiming it through their mother, by claiming it by immigration, migrating to a land and just claiming it and saying that my father was here, so he is what this land is. But anyways, go ahead. Let's get it. Let's get
Job
Job. Let's get it.
9:24.
Yeah.
The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof.
The
If
earth
not,
is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. And those judges are the real Israelites, are the real Jewish people. Ish being pertaining to. So if you go into the word Judah, it is a derivative of a shortened form of the word. Jew is the derivative of Judah. It's like
Southern Kingdom.
the southern kingdom.
Because when the split came, the Southern Kingdom, what's it called? Not the tribe, but which tribes were in was Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. Because we know what.
Consistent.
Yeah, because this is what I was
Consistent.
talking about. Consisted of Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. So these will be called the Jews, man.
Yeah, and they were called the Jews, the southern kingdom. Okay, they were all called Jews, but the Levites, the Benjamites, and the Judites, they were all called Jews because they were living and dwelling amongst each other. Okay, and the northern kingdom, the other 10 nations, because you got that. Well, the Forge of Lies.
Yeah, that's it.
What you looking for?
Yeah, because we're speaking about the judges.
Okay, come. So back to Job 9:24, he covered up the faces of the judges thereof, and those real judges are the elect, the men of Israel. Those men have been chosen to judge this earth. All right, and the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai says it in the scriptures. Have I not told you that ye are judges, and that we will rule them and judge them with a rod of iron? Okay, so this whole thing that that has been played out. It's a pretty much an egregious act against the Israelites. All right, taking their heritage, giving them a lie, teaching the world that they're nothing. Okay, go ahead.
Because we're speaking about Job 9:24, it counts the face of the judges. So Psalms 2 and verse 10. It says, "Be wise now, therefore, O ye kings, be instructed, ye judges of the earth."
See, be instructed, ye judges of the earth, and those people are the Israelites, man. All right, the men are the judges of the earth, the men of the 12 tribes of Israel. Okay, go ahead.
It's the book of Job, chapter 13 and verse 4. It says, "But ye are forgers of lies, Ye are all physicians of no value.
See, forgers of lies, physicians of no value. Forgers of lies, man. They have perpetuated and pushed lies all throughout the history, honestly. The Dark Ages lying, saying that they don't know what happened during the Dark Ages, lying and said that everything came from the Edomites. Okay, everything has been invented. Everything was created by Edomites. The Egyptians were Edomites. The the Muslims were Edomites. He take everybody's heritage,
But his own.
but his own, which is the son of perdition. Okay, the man destined for destruction. The man destined for utter and total obliviation to teach the world the power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Come on, man.
Listen.
Go ahead.
Book of Psalms, chapter 52, and let me start verse 1. It says, why boastest thou thyself in mischief, O mighty man? The goodness of the Most High endureth continually. Their tongue devises mischief like a sharp razor, working deceitfully. Thou lovest evil more than good, and lying rather than to speak righteousness. Salah.
See, they love it. Go ahead, break it down, all right?
Yeah, they love lying more than to speak righteousness, because if they would wanted to speak righteousness, they would proclaim that we are the true Israelites. The so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are the Israelites, and also, of course, the Israelites scattered among the other people, but they proclaim to be everyone but themselves, man. And also, what you have right now, they say everything's all right. Like it says, First Thessalonians chapter 5, they speak about peace and safety, everything's cool. But right now, you see inflation is kicking in. The price of the goods are rising like crazy. Like the gas. Also in Germany, is even rising. Why? Because I also stopped the Nord Stream 2. That's the reason also. But what you see also in the supermarkets, man. I was going yesterday into the butcher that I get my meat from, and the guy was talking to me. He said like, "Hey, listen." He showed me like some vegetables. He was like, "Listen, man. 1 month ago, we sold these for 79 cents. Now we sell them for €2, man. So hey, it's 100% increase, man. Even more, like 150% increase. So this is only with these small amounts. So you have to understand, man, this is slowly but surely coming. And there was even an article where it said, hey, the people, what is it called? The U.S. government want to stop the corporations, or the CIA even, I think was one of these two things, want to stop the corporation to uh, stop them to skyrocket the prices, man, because they're greedy bastards, man. They want more and more money, but they're talking to you, is everything okay? The wages are not rising, but the price of the goods are rising, man. But it's not okay, man, because soon you see that the hyperinflation going to kick in, and it's going to pave the way for the chip, man. You know. But yeah, this was.
That's what's next. The RFID chip, MOTV. That's what's on the horizon. That's what's being pushed. That's what's being pushed. Very subtly, all right. Very under the radar. It's there, man. If you do any type of research, you'll see that the RFID chip technology is there. The whole infrastructure, the system has been set up. Go ahead.
So I think he's got some more.
Job.
Yeah, I think.
Right.
He covers the face of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?
See?
They got precept for Daniel 1:17.
And if you understand by what the Lord is saying, if it's not Esau, then who has done these things, man? Who has pushed lies? Who has gotten this whole earth into the I guess you can say cesspool of wickedness that is in? Who has put the world in utter upside and chaos and confusion? Esau Edom, man. Esau Edom has confused the whole fucking world. He got the whole world in out of whack. Man. Right, what you got?
This is Malachi chapter 1, and let me start at verse 1. The burden of the word of the Lord to Israel by Malachi. I have loved you, saith the Lord Yahweh. Yet ye say, when hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother? Saith the Lord. Yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau, and he laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. And this happened actually in the Renaissance, man, because their place was brought down, they came back into power, because Heavenly Father put them beneath the Israelites in the Dark Ages, 1,000-year period of the so-called black people ruling in Europe, but then they raised up to power again.
Like, they don't want you to know that. They don't want that to come up. That Europe, you would think that they would be proud, you know, say that yeah, it would shut a lot of black people up. Honestly, it would shut them up, but also it will uncover a lot of things. It will uncover a lot of things, and that's why they don't want that shit to come up. 1,000 years, you know how 1,000 years, you know how much information has been hidden, man. How much lineage has been taken away and been hidden. Okay, Esau got it. You know, the Edomites tell you they got it in the Vatican. They got all the information. They know. They know what the scriptures are saying. They know what's going on. Yeah.
And also, I want to add into that because in the Dark Ages, you see that Esau was really the base man. He was a cave dweller, and the Israelites had to teach him all these things because what they say is this: they started civilization and everything, but they did not. Civilization was already started in the Babylonian Empire, man. You know, under the Kushites, so-called the so-called Africans, which are the sons of Ham.
Egypt,
You know,
the Nile River, and all of that.
yeah. So this is what you have there.
Mesopotamia, Alexandria. Okay,
Cairo, too, right?
Cairo, Egypt.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's there.
was the capital.
I mean, but you got to understand all of these things. These things happened after the Exodus, after all of that, and then Yahushua was on the. Hey, it just shows you, man, that these scriptures, Esau knows these scriptures, and he's absolutely terrified because he can't outrun his destiny, and that's why he fights so fervently. I think he honestly believed the longer he can keep it hidden, the longer this is gonna last. You know, if you understand what I'm saying, like he want to try to keep it so deep buried down inside. He like, as long as we keep the Israelites from their heritage, the Lord ain't gonna do nothing with them. And that's why you see the kingdom that we ended today. It's set up to make the Israelite man, utterly and wholeheartedly sin, man. Okay, and this kingdom is very easy to sin. It's even praised that you sin or commit the acts of sin, sodomy, uh, lesbians, and homosexual. He brave, transgender. Are you a brave ass man? I prefer to call they. You know, like these things, the abominations are being praised in this kingdom. Go ahead, Ak.
Um, first with this is Ezekiel chapter 28, verse 3. Behold, God wiser than Daniel. There's no secret that they can hide from thee. Because we're speaking about that they know the truth, man. They know that we're the Israelites, but they still hide it because in order for you to tell a lie, you have to know the truth. Because if you don't know the truth, you can't lie. You know, you can't lie. And that's the thing with Esau, man. Esau knows that we're the Israelites, but he tries to hide it. You know, he tries to wipe the Israelites out because, like it says, maybe go back and grab that in Jeremiah chapter 31, I think of verse 35, where it speaks about um, if the moon and the stars going to pass away, you know, the signs of the heavens, if they pass away, then I'm going to cut my people Israel off. And that's why he try also to nuke the moon and things like that. Why that's why all these things happen. You got it? I think it's 35. Jeremiah 31, 35. The moon, where it says the moon and the stars.
Yeah, Jeremiah 31:35. Thus saith the Lord,
Yep.
which gives the sun for a light by day,
Yes.
and the ordinances of the moon and of the stars for a light by night,
Yep.
which divideth the sea and the waves thereof roar. The Lord of hosts is his name.
Read.
If those ordinances depart from before me, saith the Lord, then the seed of Israel also shall cease from being a nation before me forever.
Exactly, that's the point. So if these ordinances pass away, then the nation of Israel will pass away. And then can you keep on reading because it's going to says even a little bit more? You dropped it?
Thus saith the Lord, if heaven above can be measured,
Uh-huh.
and the foundations of the earth searched out beneath, I will also cast off all the seed of Israel for all that they have done, save the Lord.
Exactly. This is why you want to search everything out. This is why you want to know all things. So you want to measure things. And this is why all these things going on. That the Israelites may pass away, but it won't happen. We are on here, the Israelites are here unto this day. You know? So this was Ezekiel. I got another one. This is Isaiah chapter 29, verse 16. It says, surely a turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. And this turning upside down, speaking of Esau, turning the whole side, everything upside down. He reversed everything. He calls good evil and evil good. Just like the brother said, hey, wickedness get praised nowadays. Normally it should be hated and despised, but nowadays, hey, they esteem wickedness as righteousness and righteousness as wickedness. Because out just standing up for Yahweh Shimon Shine, proclaiming his truth, is seen in the eyes of the people as wicked and evil. But for us, man, it's the righteousness, you know? So you see that it turned everything upside down. Finish it off. For sure the work say of him that made it, he made me not, or sure the thing framed say to him that framed it, he had no understanding. And this is what Esau actually has in his mind. He acting like the Heavenly Father has no understanding. Why? Because he got a God complex, man. He want to be the Most High. It's reached this level of that he want to be the God. So he questioned this. The funny thing is he questioned the Almighty power, the Creator of everything, but he want to be Him. Come on, man. Just showing you that Esau's backwards, man. Esau is just set up for destruction, man. And that's why the Heavenly Father let him rise to the top that he is right now, and he's gonna be brought down soon, man. Yeah, man. This was. So you got the Malachi.
Let's go.
This Malachi chapter 1 verse 4. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. This saith the Lord of hosts. They shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord Yahweh has indignation forever.
See? The Lord has an indignation against Esau, Edom, forever. It's perpetual. It's not going to stop. Why? Because he's wicked. He was created to be hated. He was created to be the opposite of good. He was created to be all things that are hateful, evil, perverse. I said diverse, perverse. You know, abominations. They come easily to them, man. They're quick to do abominations. It's like they rather do abominations than do what normal things. If you understand what I'm saying.
Righteousness.
Yeah, man. They're rather yeah, yeah. And that's that. And what did we do to that? So we seen these wicked things, and we even made it worse. We did worse than them. You know, we were living worse than the heathens, man. Here we are, the children of the Most High, the power of the universe. He's given us our heritage. He's given us life. He's given us understanding, and we following after brute beasts, man. Following after beasts of the field. We're following after the Egyptians. We followed after the Babylonians. We followed after the Greeks. We followed after the Romans. We followed after this, the all over again, man. The Romans Empire again. We're following after. You know, why? One, because we were hard-headed. We didn't listen to the scriptures. And two, that the Lord, He did this, man. He did these things unto us. So this Bible will be played out. This story, this thing that He wrote from the beginning, will play out. And He would give salvation to His people, His select people that have been scattered into the earth after trying them with tribulation. What you got? Oh yeah, is you were worse than the heathen?
Yeah, but I can't find another one.
We perform acts worse than them, man. You know, just to show you that the Lord has mercy. In order to, we followed after these heathens, man. We committed spiritual adultery over and over and over, and the Lord forgave us, man. And still does to this day. He still forgives us. We know we can't keep the laws. That's why we need Yahweh Shemi. That's why we need Yahweh Shai, not Yahweh Shemi. We need both of them, but we need Yahweh Shai. All right, Yahweh Shai is that covering grace. Is gonna be that mediator for us in the face of Yahweh Shemi Yahweh Shai, man. Come on.
This is Jeremiah chapter 4, verse 22. For my people is foolish. They have not known me. They have sottish children, and they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge. Right. Yeah, man. Like the brother was saying, man, the people, the Israelites, even surpass the heathens, because right now in this condition that we are, it's for us easy to do wickedness, man. Even the Hamites look at us, or the heathen look at us like, hey, yo, y'all do it too much, man. Like in the ancient times, the Hamites had their certain level of sodomy, but the Israelites surpassed that shit. Bestiality surpassed that shit. And the same thing right now. Who's the most? Who are the person that push most gun violence? Israel to the rap music, drill music. It's simply like that. So many people get influenced by that, especially younger generations. And Israel keep on going and going and going, destroying their own people. But hey, set up by the Heavenly Father like that. Why? Because this is not our rest. Even though certain Israelite camps say this is heaven on earth.
What's heaven on earth?
There was an ISUPK video, and they had to pass over, and they were like, "Yeah, man, if you're not, here, man, you missed something because this is heaven on earth, man."
It's hell, bro.
Yeah, but they see this heaven. Why? Because they have their pleasure here. They can live their full pleasure, because they have a bucked up doctrine where they can even commit sodomy with a woman and things like that, so they can live their pleasure, man. And that's the thing with the Israelites. Yeah,
those are lustly acts, man.
Yeah, because
sex on the Sabbath, sex on the Sabbath, sodomy. Those are lust, man. Those are fucking lust. You can't for one day just not have sex because
the 6 days do all your work, man.
Damn, bro. Yeah. One day the Lord said, "Don't do it." I can still do it. I can still do it.
And the funny thing is, even if you think about the time, right? Because right now, when you think about the Sabbath from sundown to sundown, right? So technically, nowadays, according to Eastern standards, you can do it still every day. You understand?
Yeah.
Because we say Tuesday sundown to or Monday sundown to Tuesday sundown. So you can do it Monday before the Sabbath, take a shower, and then when the Sabbath is over, do it again. So to Eastern system, but still these chicks can't do it, man. They're like, we can do it all day, man. And like Elder Pastor said, the Heavenly Father gonna deal with y'all for that, man. Because y'all teaching Israel to do wicked on the holy day of the Heavenly Father, man. Yeah, man.
Just like before. See? So, and the Lord is doing these things. Why? He's doing it to sow out the bad, to pluck out the bad, to pretty much mark the bad for those missiles, for those missiles that's going to hit, man. For those death angels that are destined for the honor to run through these people like sparks of fire on stubble, man. They're not going to be able to escape in that thing. The Lord is marking all of these people one by one. All of them are getting marked. Just like the Lord is sealing the elect, sealing he's sealing these people for damnation too, man. They're like Bill of Rights. It's like when you get like you buy a car, it's like it's been signed off on. It's already been finished. Their death certificate has been already signed, man. It's already been signed from the beginning.
Set up for them. They're ordained for them, man.
You see what I'm saying? Kyle, what you got?
I got 2 precepts. Go ahead. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 7, and verse 15.
You got Micah, right?
Matthew 7 and 15, it says, "Beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravening wolves."
So like the brother said, and you see how they be acting, man. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes GMS get riled up because we are defenders of the gospel, man. The men that love this word, they're gonna defend it fervently, and they're not gonna back down. They're gonna defend it with all their heart. Yes, some brothers get a little bit more riled up than others, but that's the spirit that they have. Okay, read it again, I select it.
This is what was it? Matthew. This book of Matthew, chapter 7. Wait 1 second. Matthew chapter 7, verse 15. And it says, "Beware of false prophets which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravening wolves."
Okay, so I was saying that about the inwardly, about the ravening wolves. When you see these brothers, so-called brothers, ISUPK and all these other camps going on about GMS, they be like wolves, man. They be hollering and wailing and going off, or even about the lies or the confusion that they push. They're like ravening wolves too, pushing all of these bullshit into the. I'm looking for a word, into the not society, but into society, man, into this world right now. All right, while you got the men of the Lord pushing righteousness and truth, then you got other men pushing, like as a ravening wolf, screaming and hollering bullshit into the world. Also, they come at you talking about they love you, brother. We love you, brother. you know. But they're ravening wolves within inside themselves, man. Those are false prophets. But the Lord is gonna, if you have been ordained to follow a false prophet, that's what your lot is, man. That's why you gotta pray and hope that the Lord have mercy on you, because we don't know what lot the Lord has given us. We don't know what the Lord has set us up for. We pray and hope that He has mercy on us in the day of judgment. What you looking for? Huh? Right.
It says, with ravening G727, rapacious, ravenous, an extortioner, a robber.
Ravenous, an extortioner, an extortioner. You know, they sell it. They're making merchandise of this gospel. You know, those scriptures say, "Beware of them that make merchandise of this." Huh? Let me look it up right quick. Because it says something about beware of them that make merchandise of this.
Yeah. But like you said, also robber. Like
Right.
also certain Israelite groups speak about or haven't built up certain clothing lines, so on and so forth. But the thing is, this is what they mainly push. Setting up, what is it called, certain clubs that you can come and get any certain promotions of, for example, true music. So you just have to be aware of these people, man.
Are they gonna
Because
push it for him and shit?
is it?
Gonna push the music for you? Gonna
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
put it on the streaming?
Exactly. So they're gonna recommend it, so on and so forth. But the point of the matter is this, man. We are just out here to push the truth, man. We're not out to rap. Where's rapping in the Bible? Where's truth music in the Bible? This is what we're singing right now. What we're doing right now is singing the song, man. And like it says, Revelation chapter 7. We sing this truth. This song right now, which is proclaiming this truth. This is a song that should sing all day. This is a song that you should have run all day. And not some freaking rap song that even pushes the spirit of the world, man. Because really, what all this is, man, is pushing the spirit of the world, man. They want to mix the worldly things with the spiritual things of the Heavenly Father, but it's not going like that, man. It's not working like that. You know?
I got it.
Where is it? Let me
2 Peter 2:1. You said that 2:1.
the book of Second Peter, chapter 2, verse 1. It says, Simon Peter, I like it, I like it. 2 Peter 2:1, right? 2 Peter chapter 2, verse 1. But there were false prophets also among the people, even as there shall be false teachers among you, who privily shall bring in them damnable heresies, even denying the Lord, that brought them, and bringing upon themselves swift destruction.
Isn't that what they're doing? Isn't that what Sakari is doing? Sakari is denying Yahweh Shem Yahushai, denying Yahushai, and bringing in, saying that you can have sex on the Shabbat, saying you can have sodomy, you can commit sodomy with your woman. Okay,
They're denying the true facts, yeah, but they did not in the like Yahushua, like in the what is it called?
they don't believe in in Paul's writing, so
Yeah,
they
but
don't
still,
even believe in Yahushai.
they still believe in Yahushua, the man Yahushua they walk. Until this point, let me say.
Oh, they believe in Yahushai.
Yeah, they believe in Yahushua. They just don't believe in like the book of Hebrews, and also now the book of Mark is also an issue for them.
Like this.
So the whole New Testament is an issue for them.
Not yet, not yet, not yet. And that's why I said not yet.
But
They're denying the writings of. This is why I say like you have to be sharp on what we say. But they didn't deny Yahushua, so they still believe in Yahushua. They still, say Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, so on and so forth. But they're denying the book of Hebrews. They say like the book of Hebrews, there's no actual writer. They don't know the writer who wrote it. And also now there was a video of the deacon, Akka. I think his name is Akka, yeah. He said like, yeah, I don't care what Mark said. That's also another thing. Yeah. Yeah. That's the thing. But you got other groups like, for example, just recently come because more and more Bhakta things coming out. You got the one body in Yahushua building upon the foundation of Dallas. Even though the scriptures speak against it. Then you got the ISCPK, of course.
what?
They're teaching what the brothers from Dallas teaching now. They're building on their foundation.
What does that mean? Oh, you mean like when they go to camp at? They come and they camp there also.
Yeah, on another day. They're building on their foundation, yeah. Because they got a foundation there. So it's like we right now. We got to teach. They see us. Like one time it happened even. We will see out there teaching. A guy came to me, or like after the camp or before the camp, said like, hey, y'all are these guys also from Fridays or from Thursdays, and we was really teaching on a Friday. It makes no sense at that time. So, but then you had also the Israelite tribe unified under Nazariah, which was a member of the GMS Chicago camp, they denied the New Testament now. So this is what you got, man. You know, it's what you got. And it seems like certain other groups go on that path also, but hey, the Heavenly Father reveals in due time. You know. Yep. So should we read in Second Timothy? Second Peter, Second Peter chapter 2 and verse 2. And many shall follow their pernicious ways, pernicious ways,
Look at that.
by reason of whom the way of truth shall be evil spoken of.
Pernicious, looking at the blue there, right? Is having a harmful effect, especially in a gradual or subtle way. Okay, go ahead. So a subtle effect on you, okay? A subtle way. That's what they're doing. They're subtly confusing you, destroying you, breaking you down, getting you further and further away from your Hawashai, man. From your Hawashim Hawashai. Go ahead. Man.
So pernicious, G684, G684 says, destroying, utter destruction of vessel, perishing, ruin, destruction. Says the destruction which of money, the destruction which consists of eternal misery in hell. Of course, they go over there, but it means destruction, man. You know, because it said, 2 Peter 2 and verse 2, and many shall follow their pernicious ways,
The destructive ways, the destroying ways, the ways of absolute destruction, and that's what is being taught also with these false prophets today, to the way of destruction. All right, you follow them, you're gonna go into destruction, man. Start doing what they say. That's what's gonna happen to you. That's what it means. Kind of go ahead.
Matthew 23 verse says, let the blind lead the blind. Because it's going to say, man, going to come to you, to the leader and to the follower, man. It's the same thing. I have to look it up, but let me read it. 2 Peter 2 and verse 3. And through covetousness shall they which feigned words make merchandise of you, whose judgment now of a long time lingereth not, and the damnation slumbereth not. That is what the point that you wanted to get. And read verse 3 again. And through covetousness they with vain words make merchandise of you.
Through covetousness, make merchandise of you, and that's what you see when they're selling you these t-shirts and fringes and all of these things. You know, get your CD played on our website and this. They're making merchandise of these people, man. Merchandise, making profit off of you. Okay, making work of you.
Says
these false prophets are making. You don't see the men of GMS making profit off this work, man. Selling T-shirts and making profit off of this. This work in itself is the payment that we will find some type of favor in the eyes of the Lord. Building our riches up in heaven, not down here. Kind of go ahead.
Says, whose judgment now of a long time lingereth not, and the damnation, slumbereth not.
See, judgment long time lingereth not. Right. So they got something coming to them, and it may seem like it's taking a long time, but it's going to happen, man, because they've been marked.
Because what you have to understand is this, man. The Heavenly Father let them rise up to a certain level, and then they're gonna stop bugging up because the pride kicks in them. That's really what you see, because now they got a lot of followers, a lot of camps spread in America, and now they think they can speak what they want. Like for example, also GOCC or the elder Manatzak of GMS called Gok. You know, Gok. The Gok talking mad fables, man, like crazy fables.
And that Edom gonna be saved and shit.
Yeah, no, worse than that. Like he said, I just heard it recently that he said that after the flood, where it says a person was saved, right? That evil spirits were under the boat and they survived also.
What?
Yeah, man,
They
like
was
that.
holding on to the boat.
Yeah, and
Not they was holding on under the boat while they was under the water.
man, I'm telling you, like this is the thing that you hear, and people still follow that. But
What?
who are the most? How? Who are the most people that follow that? Women, man. And this is really their congregation, women. It's simple like that. Women are their congregation, especially of the GOC, the GOCC. You know. But I had the Matthew. It's the book of Matthew, chapter 15 and verse 13. Yeah, man. Matthew 15 and 13. But he answered and said, every plant which my heavenly Father has not planted shall be rooted up. Let them alone. They be blind leaders of the blind, and if the blind lead the blind, both shall fall into the ditch.
So that's just telling you, these blind people are leading a bunch of blind people into the ditch. You know, we try to okay. The only thing that we can do is try to show them. You can't convert them. You can't make them believe or see anything. The Lord has to give that to them. So you show them the proof. You show them what the Lord says. They don't take it. Hey, it is what it is, man. There's nothing else that you can do. That's what it's say. Let them alone. If the blind lead the blind, let them be. That's what's gonna happen. The blind gonna lead these blind right into these to the ditch, into damnation, into destruction, to those missiles, man.
Yeah, let's talk about the false prophets because
Yeah.
they are blinded.
That's what I'm saying.
You know?
That's what
Hey,
I'm saying.
Gabak, can you get this start right degree? And
The light is on.
oh no. Tell you, you can leave. But I'm gonna get the one please one check out from the comment, bro. Can you reach my combo?
Go ahead.
For the brother 12 tribes of Israel. Shalom, this is Mark 12:38. And he said, and and he said unto them in his doctrine, beware of scribes which love to go in lodging in long clothing and love salutations in the marketplaces. Yeah. Because this is what the men ought to be wants. Like for example, in the ICPK, see that the chief or I don't know what they call him. The general leading the General Yahana. It's in every word, man. General Yahana. You know, the commander in chief, General Yahana. Yeah, and this is what the people like, you know. And also the other times that men give, you see that they are not right in the mind, man. They're not right in the mind, but people still flock into that. Why? Because the Heavenly Father is not opening the eyes to everyone. A lot of people have to blind, even in the truth, you know. Then there was another one, Matthew 23:5. But all their works they do for to be seen of men. They make broad their phylacteries, which is the garments, the fringes, and enlarge the border of their garments. See? And this is really what they're doing. Because what you see, what is that pushing? You have to wear the fringes everywhere. You know, they want to be seen of men. They're making all these music videos. They made even a freaking, what is it called? Um, like a TV show, but I forgot what it is. Like where it's
reality show.
like a reality show. What kind of where how does this help the nation of Israel to be built up?
It's gonna be released sometime soon.
You know?
Something like this.
How is it helping the elect to be built up in the spirit? How is this helping us? How is it waking up people? Because now they see it there and what life they're gonna be. They think this is a good thing to do. Now I can start my own reality show. Now I can do this, you know? Instead of just starting to show yourself approved, teach this word, do your fucking job in the word that you have to do, and do unto the end, man. You know? But these people are set up for them, man. You know? Yeah. I think it was it. Yeah.
That was it. What precept again? What you
Like
precept?
21.
Yeah, this was done. Yeah, he got the mic up. And I still got the precept in Ezekiel. Oh yeah, here. Ezekiel chapter 33 and verse 5. Number 6. But if the watchman see the sword come and blow not the trumpet, and the people be not.
Son of a little bit.
Then it speaks about the okay. Then I started wrong. Ezekiel 33 and 1. Again, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, speak to the children of Israel. So I speak to the children of thy people, and say unto them, when I bring the sword upon the land, if the people of the land take a man of their coasts, and set him for the watchman, if when he seeth the sword come upon the land, he blow the trumpet and warn the people, then whosoever heareth the sound of the trumpet, and taketh not warning, if the sword come and take him away, his blood shall be upon his own head.
See, so This is pretty much saying that, Lord, if you got a watchman, you set him up to watch and protect your city, and he see some danger coming, and he blow the trumpet, right? And you don't hearken, and you don't hear, and the sword, and they break in and kill you. The your blood is on your own head. You was warned. You've been warned, right? So the Lord is set up meant to warn these our nation, our people. Go ahead, I.
Verse 5. He heard the sound of the trumpet and took not warning, his blood shall be upon him. But
Go ahead.
but he that taketh warning shall deliver his soul. Now comes upon verse 6. But if the watchman see the sword come, and blow not the trumpet, and the people be not warned, if the sword come and take any person from among them, he is taken away in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at the watchman's hand.
Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, man, because these people are not one of the people of the wickedness, man, of the things they shouldn't do. They tell us even to do things that are off, man. You know, they're not one of the people accordingly. And what's going to happen? They're going to be jacked up because to do these things on the Sabbath and to say it's okay, this is going to believe that they're going to do that. Even though the scriptures clearly show you, even just if you go into the verse, go into the word unclean and the word holy, if you just go into these two words, man, you see that you can't do it. And there are even other examples in the scriptures where, for example, on the new moon, when Saul called all this men, you know, new moon feast, they called all this men, and David wasn't there. What did he say? He probably unclean. That's why you're not here. Why is that? Why he can't be there? Because it's a holy day. It says in Isaiah 66, and I think verse 23, it speaks about that we should worship the Heavenly Father, serve Him from one Sabbath to another, from one new moon to another. So this is a high holy day too, you know, likened unto the Sabbath. So they have a plain example, but people still want to go after the ungodly lust, you know, the wicked lust. It's going to be their destruction, you know.
Yeah, but this wasn't following after those false prophets. But ultimately, who set them up? Give Proverbs 24:4. Proverbs 20:24. Proverbs 20:24. It's like, who set them up? Who has done these things?
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 20, verse 24. Man scorns off the Lord. How can a man then understand his own way?
See? So the Lord has put these men into these lots. What is that? Jeremiah 16. The lot is casted in the lap. What is it? The lot is casted in the lap. So the Lord has done these things, man. The Lord has set it up this way. Right? The Lord has put it so that these false prophets are going to confuse and destroy and lead many into damnation and destruction. Why? Because the Lord only wants an elect, a select few of people from each of the 12 tribes, and an innumerable multitude of men, women, and children of Israel. Right? He doesn't want the whole world. He doesn't want what this world says is the whole world, the planet full of all these people, that He's going to come and have love for everybody. Hell no, that's not going to happen. But no ways, in no shape or form is that going to happen. You heathens going to have to feel what the children of Israel felt for thousands and thousands of years.
You said cast love, right?
Yeah. Lot is cast into the lap. Trying. It's Proverbs 16:33. So we just read that man's goings are of the Lord. How can a man not understand his own way? So that just lets you know that the Lord is making men do these things. You know, you got many accounts where the Lord asks angels to go, who can do certain things, who will convince them to do certain things. And angels, spirits that are of the right hand and the left hand of the Lord, you know, stand up and say that they're going to do things, and He commands them to go do it. All right? Go ahead,
This is Proverbs 16 and verse 33. The lot is cast into the lap, but the whole disposing thereof is of the Lord.
See? So the lot is cast into the lap, but the whole disposing of it is the Lord. So the Lord is going to make sure whatever happens, He's in control of it. Come on, man. Come on, let's get that mic up.
It's Micah 2-1.
Oh, let me get this right quick. Jeremiah 10:23. I know the way of man is not in himself. It is not in man that walketh to direct his steps. See? So the man, you think you're doing something, the Lord is allowing those things to happen. The Lord is allowing you to be controlled and do certain things. All right? Just like the Lord is building up these nations, riling these heathen nations up, uh, riling these heathen nations up for war. Why? To fulfill these prophecies. All right? All of the work, all of these people that are on this earth, they're fulfilling the words that the Lord said that this world would do in the last days. They're fulfilling what has been written in this book. All right? Come on, man. Right on. I didn't read that one. I didn't mean to. I tapped Jeremiah, tapped on by accident.
This is Job chapter 33, verse 14. For the Most High speaketh once, yet twice, yet men perceive it not. In a dream, in the vision of the night, when deep sleep falleth upon men, and slumbering upon the bed, then he openeth the ears of men, and sealeth their instruction, that he may withdraw men from his purpose, and hide pride from man. So yeah, the Heavenly Father, when you sleep, instruct you what you have to do, man. You know, like you instruct so-called robot what to do or a computer. Heavenly Father, you tell, hey, shift and command, whatever, he gonna do it. Same thing the Heavenly Father tell you. He instructs you see when you sleep, he programs you, then you do what you have to do. So if you're meant to be a false prophet, a false teacher, you're set up that way. Why? Because prophesied, it's spoken of. They're gonna be false prophets in these times, man.
Prophets and
You know?
false prophets.
There's all prophesied by the Heavenly Father's words. So these things are happening right now, and we just have to be sharp because you have to understand the Heavenly Father reveals who you should follow and who not. He makes it plain. He started last year already. Last year, around the same time, around the time of the Pesach, he made it clear because the Sakari started to wear hats by teaching. There was already one indication. Now he makes it even more clear and clear. It's undeniable. But Israel's still going to follow. Why? Because they don't want to cut off the world. They don't want to cut off the worldly spirit. Because he might said, man, yo, listen, you know, when you broke and fucked up, man, come to the truth because you're gonna get a job and women, man. But yeah, this is the thing. Like this is what people say, man. This is what these guys say, man. You know why? Because this is the only thing, the money and bitches. This is the only mindset, not to get into the kingdom. This is why I say this is the heaven on earth. Now, man, the true heaven gonna be on earth through the kingdom, man, because this kingdom gonna be built upon this earth, man, in righteousness. And that's the thing, man. The kingdom is to come, man. We nothing happen, man. We fucking hell on to this day, man. I was just walking here. I was just standing here, man. Before the camera was standing here, man. I was like, yo, man, just be around here, man. You don't want to be out here, man. You know, you have females, you have men looking at you, staring you down and shit. You don't like that. Why? Because it's an adulterous spirit, man. They're lusting after other men. And this is the spirit of this world, man. And actually, this is the spirit that's upon the children of Israel also. Why? Because we are seen as a woman in the Heavenly Father's eyes, and we went to the other gods to worship them and serve them. So we, in the spiritual sense, are adultery whore, man. It's simply like that, man.
Like I said earlier, we committed spiritual adultery with many nations, man. With gods of many nations, man. Dagon, Baal, Ishtar, and whoever else, Ulal and Hubal and whoever else that these heathen fucking nations can create and have worship, man. You know, Queen of Heaven, Aphrodite, Zeus.
Yeah, which are the same gods all over again, man.
Yeah, man.
The same shit, man.
It's the same shit. It's the same things all over again.
Different
Mars,
kingdoms.
Saturn, Odin,
Yeah, because
Apollos, Hades. It's the same shit all over again, man.
because you got when you go on to Daniel chapter 2, you got the different nations ruling, right? The Babylonians, the Medo Persians, the Greeks, and the Romans. And what happens? These kingdoms build upon the area that the previous kingdom had. So we say, like here, we say the circle here was the Babylonian Empire. Then the Medo Persian came, took more and more and more, but they took them over and built upon their kingdom. So now what do you think? All their customs got always taken over. So their gods got taken over. That's why you have the same gods right now, you know, the Roman gods, what? Yeah. With different names. You know, the Roman gods were the same in Greek, just with a different name, with different branding. Same thing in the Babylonian Empire, same shit. So this is what you have, man. That's what you have. And I'm telling you, man, you see a lot of fucking what is it, sodomites out here today, man. I'm telling you, like openly professing this shit too. And you have to contain yourself. Why? Because it's not the time to execute that wrath, man. It's not the time yet, but it's gonna come. It's gonna come, man. And then the wrath gonna be fulfilled because the Father gonna put His spirit upon us, man. Because you think you can dash a little baby against a stone? Can dash a little child just
With no remorse.
boom?
No remorse.
You know,
Yeah.
without mercy and things like that, man. Because that judgment without mercy, they're gonna have no mercy. You think you can do that, man? No, the Heavenly Father have to put the spirit upon you, man. Because the flesh gonna kick in. No, it's a little baby. Oh. You know, but the spirit of the Heavenly Father has to put upon you. But we're gonna be changed, man. Then we can execute the judgment. Then we can execute this thing, man. You know, you know. Yeah, man. You're talking about us, 100%. You're talking about us, 100%. It's the same shit going on. Same shit. Same shit. I don't think so. I think he's talking about because when he walked to us, he got quiet. Because he was quiet, then he started talking again. Why do you think that? Because he probably talked to some chick in America and saying the same thing over here, man. Yeah, man. Was it?
Psalms 95. Did you finish that? Is that what you said? That was
Yeah.
it?
It was
Psalms 95.
Book of Psalms.
'Cause there's many gods, man.
Chapter 9.
These heathen nations have many gods. There's only one true power.
I'm gonna go straight to the point, verse 2 or verse 1.
So that verse 1.
Psalms 95, verse 1. Oh, come, let us sing unto Yahweh. Let us make a joyful noise to the rock of our salvation.
Yahweh being who the word ignorantly calls God. And the rock of our salvation is who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. All right? Yahweh Shai. Go ahead.
But this verse speaks about the Heavenly Father.
I know.
Verse 2. Let us come before His presence with thanksgiving and make a joyful noise unto Him with psalms. For the Lord Yahweh is a great power and a great king above all gods.
See, so this is talking about who the world ignorantly calls God. Yahweh is a great power. Okay? He's above all gods. Go ahead. Was that it? So he's a great power. He's above all gods, man.
Yeah.
All right. So that just shows you that there were nations that had gods, but we weren't supposed to follow them. We weren't supposed to worship them. We weren't supposed to bow down to them. We weren't supposed to do the customs and sacrifices unto those gods. That's why. And was it a story of dragon and the Bell and the dragon? But Daniel and the three, they got put into that thing that we were reading. We read one camp where they put the fire 7 times hotter or 10 times hotter.
This Daniel, you mean?
Yeah.
No, this is Daniel chapter. It's also speaking of the thing,
Bell and the dragon.
the Song of the Holy Children.
Yeah,
Because it speaks about Misha shut down the Abednego.
yeah.
But you want that to come?
No, I'm just saying about King Nebuchadnezzar. He asked them, is this true? Are you not hearkening to the customs of our God? And they said, no, we're not. And what was the punishment? To be put into a fiery iron calf, or was it
No,
bull, right?
No, bull. It
What
says,
was that?
Just a fighting furnace.
A furnace. Okay, because if you look into Baal, when you're going back into history and you look into Baal was a bull that was a fiery furnace. They would sacrifice people into those things, man. But I could have sworn it was a bull. And the Bell and the dragon, something like this. But can't.
No,
So
there
like,
was then this
that was the
Bell
guy?
and Dragon. They deceived the people, like with their false god, because there was like a they had like a dragon, like a fiery serpent type of thing, and they had inside, and then they said we do this, and then it came fire out of it, like that.
Yeah,
To deceive the people to receive money and to worship the god. That's what they did there. I got a quick verse. This is Psalms 106 and verse 34. It says, They did not destroy the nations concerning whom Yahweh commanded them, but were mingled among the heathen and learned their works.
See, mingled among the heathen and learned their works. We did not destroy them. We did not destroy the nations that we were commanded to. All right, so we were mingled. When you mingle with somebody, you mix with them, man. What the bitches say? Single and ready to mingle. You know, I'm single, I'm ready to mingle. That means they're ready to mix, they're ready to get down. All right, and we mingled ourselves amongst these heathen and learned their ways of how to worship unto these gods. And even we did even egregious acts as such as worship, making sacrifices to these gods on the altar of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. We did such things also, man. On the altar that we sacrifice unto Yahweh, we sacrifice unto these gods, pigs and shit, man. Go ahead, Ak.
It says, and they served the idols, which were a snare unto them.
Which were a snare unto them. When you get, if you see an animal that get caught in a snare, it can't go nowhere. It's stuck. Go ahead, Ak.
So the seventh point. Yea, they sacrificed their sons and their daughters unto devils.
You see, sacrifice their sons and their daughters unto devils, man. Isn't that what's going on today? Esau still sacrificing children left and right unto Baal, to their gods, but now he's doing it in a hidden children Pizzagate trafficking ring. These are the nations that were there before. They're still here now. Okay, and there are a lot of people that worship this band, but they don't realize it by doing these salutes and with the 666 and the horn and pushing that vibration out. You're worshiping these things, man. You're worshiping these things, man. Come on.
But these Israelites, because it speaks about Israelites.
I know.
They did that in the ancient times, and
Yeah.
what do you think they do today, man? They do the same thing to get to power. Man.
Yeah.
That what you think?
Even worse. They do even worse things now. Even more shit. So lucky to cut you up.
But yeah, this thing, and it calls them devils, man. Why do you think that? Because they're not gods. Like it says, they can read the book, Baruch chapter 6, where it speaks about the letter of Jeremiah, which is the 6th chapter of Baruch. There you can go, man. Just read it, man. You see, they cut the shit out of these false gods, man. They're dumb gods can't do nothing. You know, if you make a vow unto them, for example, it says if you make a vow unto them and they don't keep it, nothing gonna happen unto them. They just live their life. Why? Because they are not gods, man. They're falsely called gods because God means power. But we're gonna be gods, man. The children of Israel are gonna be gods when we're gonna be changed, man. You know, like it says in Psalms 82. It speaks about we are children of gods, man. Because we are called the children of God, man. So what does this make us? Gods, man. So, but not like they have like Hercules, you have human, you have God. That shit is this not the thing that's talking about. It's talking about we're gonna be powers, man. Why? Because we're gonna be unstoppable, man. We're gonna have the power of the Heavenly Father upon us. You know?
Get Psalms 96 and 5.
Awesome. Let me just finish there, verse 38. It says, verse 38, and shed innocent blood, even the blood of their sons and their daughters, whom they sacrificed unto the idols of Canaan, and the blood and the land was polluted with blood.
See? Unto the idols of Canaan. The Canaanites are the Hamites, man. Who are biblically the true Africans. Right? The Egyptians, the Sudanese, the Ethiopians, the Eritreans, the real Africans, the Hamites, man. Okay? We learned their customs and they what? Sacrifice unto their idols. Right? We knew the way we knew what the Lord told us to do, and we still sacrifice unto their idols. Huh. Go ahead, right?
Psalms 96 verse 5 says, For all the gods of the nations are idols, but the Lord Yahweh made the heavens.
See, for all the gods of the nations are idols. And we just told you that we were sacrificing unto these idols. Right? But the Lord Yahweh made the heavens, man. Come on.
And the thing is also right now, Esau's time, man. Esau set himself up as God, man. That's why people worship him. That's why even the Jake female and all the other female go to him. Why? He's the policy, man. He's
Just saw Jake female.
Yeah, no, and before also when I was standing,
She wanted to look at you. She don't want to look
didn't
at
even
you.
look, bro.
Yeah.
She was looking all the time to the right. She saw me. She was like, I saw it too.
Yeah, she
But then
dodged
she was like this.
She dodged it.
Look straight left, straight left.
They do like
Yeah.
this, they look around you like this. Like they don't want to look at you, they look around you and shit. Like
Because they feel ashamed.
Yeah.
Why? Because they know,
Yeah.
man, they give their strength unto a different nation, man, unto a different man. Even though I'm what they would call me a so-called light-skinned brother or whatever, they're still ashamed to look at me.
light skin.
Yeah, because why? Even though my mother is a so-called white woman, but still, man, they know that it's a call to the Father. The Spirit knows, man. They do something wrong, they know that, man. And they're not confident to bring that man even to the house, man. Do you think they are confident? Is she confident? She was fully dark skinned, right? Really, fully dark skinned. Do you think she confident to bring this to home, man? Yo, listen,
to a
man.
home. I'm
Yeah,
talking about like
yeah,
where
to our
brothers and
fathers.
fathers and
Yo,
you're
listen,
gonna be like, what the hell is this?
yeah. Like I'm telling you, like if this man is not westernized, he won't accept it. But if westernized, he's gonna be like, what the? You go and do what the fuck you want.
Yeah.
Because what you have also, Jakes are just like, hey, you know, nowadays the parents are just accepting a lot of shit, man. You know, and back in the day they wouldn't have allowed that, but it's showing you, man, the just the wickedness is it's just surpassing, man. Yeah, man. But yeah, this was it.
Let's get that mic.
It's Michael Q1.
Jeremiah 30.
Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hand. And they convert fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man at his house, even a man at his heritage.
See, a man, they oppress, they take that's a mouthful of what Esau has done. See, take away a man's house and his heritage, man, his house, and that's how if you watch any like the show Kingdom or Game of Thrones, the House of Targaryen, the House of Stark, the House of such and such, that name, those names, that lineage, that name. I mean, your house was a very important thing. It tells you who you were and who you belong to, what family you belong to, right? And the heritage is your essence, man. Can we look up the word heritage right quick? Look at the word heritage, man.
The blue letter
Because
on
the blue letter,
etymology.
the blue letter. I get the etymology.
I can do both. You teach, I do both.
Because the heritage of a person is pretty much declaring your where your seed, your bloodline, right? Who you are, and to have that oppressed, that's a degrading thing. And then to be given a color, to be given a lie, that's what we were given, a color and a lie. All right,
No heritage, just black.
yeah, just be black. Your history started as slavery, man. Your history started when you went to Americas.
Just popped up out of nowhere.
Yeah, we don't know what the kingdom, what Africa was like before we got there. We don't know. But yet still you got many nations that carved up, nations of Europe that carved up Africa during the 1800s. Okay, go ahead, Ike.
This is the with heritage in the blue letter in the Hebrews, the H4181 in the Hebrew, Marashah or Marashah says the possession. That's it. Possession.
Possession. All right, and that possession was our birthright, man. Ours. Heritage was our possession. Right? You oppress that. You oppress our birthright. You know, give us your names: Jones, Clark, Parks,
Brown.
Whiteman, Brown, Freeman, Jenkins. They did all of that shit, man.
Freeman is fucked up to me.
Yeah, man. They even I've seen in the military. You know how many black men, Darkfoot. Really, you see so many names, man. You're like, God damn. And when you think about it, I'm like, I didn't think about it from the perspective of spirituality or Esau being in control. I was just like, there was some crazy ass names these people got, man. You know, Mitchell, and it was you see, and then Esau, he'll take names like Goldstein, Silverstein, Goldberg. You know what I mean? Like Gold Mountain. You know, but he'll give you Freeman, free now, nigga. You know, they just told you, man. Salakia. They oppressed a man in his heritage, right? And this is how they do it. They take what was yours, lie about it, and give you what they want to give you. Go ahead, Art.
With heritage in the etymology, it says that which may be inherited. It
That
says
which may be inherited. And what is our inheritance? This world, man. Our inheritance is to be numbered among the Harakazah, we of that number, but the saints of the Lord, man.
it
Go ahead.
says from Old French, heritage, and heritage. Um, heir inheritance, ancestral estate, heirloom.
Ancestral estate, man. Ancestral estate. They took ours. They took it away from us. Said you ain't shit. You ain't nothing, man.
It says, um, it says down meaning condition of the state transmitted from ancestors.
See? So our ancestors, they'll tell you we don't know what your ancestors did, but then they'll also have little gimmicks and little things that poke fun at our history. The Moors, Blackamoors, and the Moran Apotheca, and uh,
Which means more pharmacy.
yeah, the Moor pharmacy. Okay, that and they put it everywhere, right in front of your face, man. History about King James being dark skinned. You know, it's there. If you do a little research, you'll see that Europe was ruled by dark skinned people for 1,000 years. The Holy Roman Empire. Hey, man, come on, man. You know, look up Septimius. Yeah, Septimius Severus. Look up Septimius Severus, man. Septimius Severus. He had a Edomite chick. He was, and then you see the Jake baby too in the picture. You can see that he's straight up Jake, man.
It's later son to see even he got curly hair and stuff.
Yeah, man. You can see straight up he had a Jake baby, man. You know, and then they'll tell you, "Oh, we don't know what happened." But then you got Edomites to come out and say, and he was the video of that Edomite. He was proud. He was proud that he knew this information. This is the greatest emperor ever in Rome, Septimius Severus. But they'll tell you who, Caesar and Augustus, man. Why? Because that's what they want to push. They want to push themselves, right? In the light of supremacy. Supremacy. Go ahead, Ike, what you got?
This wasn't, but
That was it. Okay, let's go. Finally, just finish the Micah. Let's go to Micah. Yeah, he has.
he's 2-4.
Yeah.
No, I'm
So
to agree.
two and three.
To agree. Make it to agree.
Yeah.
Therefore, thus saith the Lord, behold, against his family do I devise an evil from which ye shall not remove your necks.
See, so the Lord is devising the evil against you, you heathen nations, man. Especially Esau, Edom, man. You're not going to remove your necks from this. All right, go ahead. It's lucky.
Neither shall ye go haughtily, for this time haughtily, for this time is evil.
See, keep going.
Verse 4. In that day shall one take up a parable against you, and lament with a doleful lamentation,
See,
and say,
that day, read it again. In that day,
that day one take up a parable against you, and
parable against you.
lament with a doleful lamentation, and say,
Lament with doleful lamentation. Say, go ahead.
we be utterly spoiled. He hath changed the portion of my people. How hath he removed it from me? Turning away, he hath divided our fields.
So the substance and the excellence of Esau Edom that he's gathered right now is going to be taken away from him. He's going to be turned upside down. He's going to be put down. He's going to be raised from the top, put to the low. You got something there?
Yeah, the 2 verses.
Go ahead.
Hebrews chapter 12, verse 16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright.
See, there's nobody like Esau, man. We were talking about that. We kind of touched upon that earlier when we were talking about how Esau was just created to be profane. He was created to be wicked. He was created to be evil. He was created to be a liar, a deceiver. Okay? This is what he was created to do. He can't help himself. That's what his essence is, to be the opposite of righteousness. All right? And there is nobody else on this earth as profane, as is more profane as Esau, man. He sold his birthright, his inheritance, his thing that he was about to inherit for raw meat, man. Carnality. What you got? I thought you were about to say something.
Hebrews 12, 17. For you know how that afterward, when he would have inherited the blessing, he was rejected, for he found no place of repentance, though he sought it carefully with tears.
See? So after he knew, After he did all that, he's like, wait a minute, I was supposed to get something? Then that real carnality kicked in. He's like, oh shit, I want it now. He started what? With tears. But he found no place of repentance, of forgiveness.
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 Forgiveness. He found no place of forgiveness.
I see, man. I see. You know,
Forgiveness.
like a certain
He ain't got no forgiveness.
That's not even a German thing. It's something else.
I don't even know what that was, man. It came off the tongue like that. Forgiveness. You don't have no forgiveness. Yeah, he has no place of repentance. Right? Who went on the cross for you for these Edomites? Who went before the Lord Yahweh and say, I'm going for my people, or was sent for his people? Yahweh Shai was sent for the nation of Israel, not for the nation of Edom, not for the nation of Elam, not for the nation of Ishmael, not for the nation of Ham, not for the Grecians, for the Romans, nobody, but for the children of Israel, who at one point called themselves all of these nations. Go ahead, all right? What was that other precept you had?
Isaiah chapter 14.
Go ahead.
That's speaking about that Easter going to be brought down.
No,
Right?
you're kind of,
Isaiah 14 and verse 12. Let me start the verse. Let's start verse 1.
yeah, go ahead.
Isaiah 14 and 1. For the Lord Yahweh will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and,
Go ahead.
and set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. Yeah, man. So,
You can break it down.
yeah, so the Heavenly Father, but have mercy upon us to put us in our land. The strangers are going to be joined with us, which talk about the Israel foreigners. They're going to be brought back with us. Why? Because, can you give me Amos chapter 9? Amos chapter 9 and verse 11. Because Heavenly Father said that He won't let any go and drop on the ground, man. He's gonna take all of it. Gonna bring it. He's gonna bring us to our own land. It's showing you also that the Israelis, which claim to only believe the Old Testament, are not set up by the Heavenly Father there. They're set up by America, which showing you they're not the people, man. That's another thing. You got it?
That was 9/11.
Yeah. I think so.
Said,
Yeah. Read it.
in that day will I raise up.
Oh no. Wait. You have to stop up a little bit. Where it said, sift them from the people.
Have a
Verse
precept
9,
too.
Amos 9,
Hold
for
that.
no, I will command and I will sift the house of Israel
Yep.
among all nations, like as corn is sifted in a sieve.
Uh-huh.
Yet shall not the least grain fall upon the earth.
Exactly. So all the elect gonna be scattered, man. None of even the least the elect, like with I want to use the word least. It's a fuck the word for it, but the lowest
All
of the
of
elect, because they're gonna be rank structure, man. They're gonna be rank structure. The lowest of the elect gonna won't fall even on the ground, man. All of them gonna be caught up, man. So we're gonna be brought by the Heavenly Father into the land. So going back, Isaiah 14 and 2, and the people shall take them and bring them into their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord Yahweh for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressor. We're gonna have this heathens captivity, you know. We're gonna have this heathens captivity, like it says in Revelation 13 and 10. Because he that leadeth to captivity shall go into captivity. This is what's gonna happen. And now comes the point. Verse 3. And it shall come to pass in the day that Yahweh shall give thee rest from the sorrow and from the fear and from thy fear, and from the hard bondage when thou was made to serve, that thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how has the oppressor seized the golden city seized? And it's talking about America, man. How is the America seized? Because America is seized, man. It's fading away by the day. It's getting worse and worse over there. People don't call it the golden city anymore. They see what America really is. It's a shithole, man. It's nothing more than that. Shithole. It's just a pile of shit stacked up and just spread gold on it. Say like, see, it's
Not
beautiful,
even
right?
Go spray.
Go spray. And when you touch it, which you want to do, you just come from the far, you see it's beautiful.
Shit.
But you come close, you see this, you smell the stink.
Yeah.
You want to go off this shit.
Shit, man.
And this is America for you.
Yeah.
Because it's full
That's
of
it.
wickedness. And this wickedness is stinking it's all over here to Germany, man. Because you see the wickedness of folly, like we said at the beginning. Especially the whole wickedness, exalted wickedness, exalted folly comes from fucking America, man. From nothing else.
That's why the scriptures say that the nations are mad because they have drunken the wrath of that fornication, man.
One sort of fornication.
The wine of that fornication. All right. So they were drinking the wine. I said rap. The wine of that fornication. All right. Which is utterly bullshit. Democracy, LGBT, all that other stuff, and pedophilia, and all out manners of wickedness and everything, man, in everything. It's Esau put it in everything and everywhere, man. And, sometimes you can't go somewhere without seeing somebody do that hand sign with the horns. The rappers do it so much, man. I mean, it's everywhere, man. You can't get away from it, man. Everywhere, everywhere the sign is at, everywhere, man.
Only even the big ones, even the small ones, just
That's what I'm saying. They're taking pictures. They don't. You got a little peon. You don't even know what the fuck it is. You just see what's that dude name from Babe, the soccer player that's on FIFA 22.
Mbappe.
Yeah, man, he do this. They do it. They do this. They do it.
Yeah.
Because they're the idols. These people are idols.
J.R. Smith, he to the three. He do this on the ground. They do it. It's being pushed into this world, man. That vibration of wickedness, man.
Or even LeBron before the game. Always,
Yeah.
You even looking up and do this shit.
Yes, man. He does it straight up. He does it straight up.
This is the witch.
And kiss both hands. He
Yeah.
kiss both hands.
Just
And
both hands, look up,
Look up,
and then
he
do the
does it.
666 shit.
yeah.
Because they deceive the people. They're full of witchcraft, man. This is what we say, man. These higher ups got their witches and warlocks, man. Why do you think these people are set up to do that? The same thing. The same thing is also with the chip. Who do you think gonna really push the chip? These celebrities, man. They're gonna normalize, like, see, man, I got it now. I can do everything with it. And this is the thing. This is what we're gonna go into the direction.
They push the vaccine.
Yeah, because it's the same thing. Also, what you have with these basketball players, they push through the vaccine already, like the chip. Yeah, they accept of the chip because they had these bracelets, and they showed you, like, if you come too close to a person.
Bubble and shit. Yeah. They were in the
They
bubble.
were in the bubble.
No.
No, they were in the
They were in the
bubble. They had it in the bubble.
They had the chips in the bubble, so they know who went to each person's room and if they left or if they had it.
They was locked
Meaning
in.
the bracelet.
Yeah,
bracelet,
they
when
was
they locked
locked.
down.
They was locked in Miami in Disneyland, and they had
Remember?
bracelets.
No, I'm not talking about this. I'm talking about on the playing field. The one on the playing field.
Yeah, this was in the bubble.
Yeah. Anyways, man. But the point is just this, man. If it was a bubble or not, I don't know what you mean with the bubble, but yeah.
It was like the quarantine in there. They were
Yeah,
all,
they say that.
they just
But
not
it's a
allowed.
bubble. I was
It's called
thinking about-
bubble. They wasn't allowed to go out. There was quarantine in there.
Yeah, but if you say bubble, I didn't understand it, so you have to explain it. Bubble shot. That's all I mean. The bubble. So now, the thing is this. They had the braces on, and if you come too close to someone, it showed you this. So they showed already the sense of the chip, because the chip is the same thing. They even said with the military that they have a certain serum of a chip in it that can detect the virus before even your body can detect it. So they got this thing, they're pushing it slowly but surely, man. You know?
And Elon Musk perfecting it. Talking about this year, we want to do human trials. They already have it already done. They already got human trials of that Elon Musk. What's it called? Neuralink system. Go ahead.
Because you said Elon Musk came to my mind before camp, was on my phone. Then I saw something from Bill Gates. He said over the last few months, the C19 things reduced so many, but the next thing is coming up. It's already coming up.
They planted it. That's why. But anyways,
Going back, Isaiah 14:5. The Lord Yahweh has broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers.
you see, he's broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. So they're already been set up to fall. It's already broken. It was prophesied during the vision of Daniel of the kingdoms with the clay and the iron feet. This kingdom being weak and strong at the same time. That's what we're living in. They're all divided. They're all beefing with each other. Go ahead.
Verse 6. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, he that ruled the nations in anger, is persecuted and none hindereth.
That's Esau. Esau Edom. Going to the Amazon and getting people hooked on Nestle. Did you see this? Look, they couldn't get to the Amazon. So you know what Esau did? He built a fucking floating mall, bro, and floated that shit down to the Amazon. People in the Amazon just to sell them and get them on give them diabetes and get them addicted to candy and sugar and shit, man. created a floating float, a ferry, and made it into a Walmart pretty much, and just sold poison to them, man. In the Amazon, deep in the jungle, man. He giving it. He want to make sure he poisoning you, getting money from you, man, getting resources from you. Go ahead, Art.
Verse 7, the whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing.
Once you're taken out of power, the whole earth is going to be at rest, man. The whole earth is going to rejoice. The animals, the air, the land, everything is going to rejoice. Go ahead.
Yea, the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedar of Lebanon, saying, since thou art laid down, no fellow is come upon us again, up against us. Hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. It stirreth up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth. It has raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations. All the
Read the last part again.
the last part of the whole verse.
The whole verse of that.
Hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming.
See, so death and destruction is moved before thee, man. It's chasing you. Go ahead.
It stirreth up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth. It has raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations.
So all these nations are going to turn against you, man. They're getting riled up against you, man. You know, they're starting to see you for what you really are. What? The son of perdition, the forger of lies, the deceiver, the devil. That's a precept that must be revealed. All right, go ahead. Huh?
Verse 10. All they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become as weak as we?
See, so these heathen nations, they're gonna be like, you are you not like us? You know, trembling at the presence of you, how we used to be. Now you like us. Go ahead.
Art thou become like unto us? Thy pomp is brought down to the grave.
Your pomp, your proudness, man. Your pride. You know, Esau's prideful. He walked with his head held high. He walked like he owned everything, like this planet is his. Well, he in rulership right now, so but his pomp is going to be brought low. Go ahead.
And the noise of of thy vials, and the worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee. Yeah, which happened in the grave. Because when you're in the grave, the worm covers you. So you're gonna be put out, man. You're gonna be brought down by the Heavenly Father, man.
He's destined for death, man.
Yeah, and this is really what's gonna happen because his kingdom is gonna be destroyed and he's gonna go into slavery, man. He's gonna be the first slaves of the kingdom to come. You know? Verse 12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, the son of the morning?
Esau is the physical embodiment of Lucifer.
Yeah, but Lucifer,
Satan. I'm sorry.
yeah, because Lucifer doesn't mean Satan, because Lucifer just means light bearer, man. You know, because this is why I wanted to bring it up. Because these people want to put out that Lucifer rebelled against Heavenly Father. But that's the funny thing with this Christian doctrine, right? They talk about Lucifer, but where is Lucifer found in the Bible? In Isaiah chapter 14, verse 12. But in the New Testament, you can find Lucifer. But let me look up Lucifer real quick. Because you can find it.
I think I've only found the word Lucifer once.
Yeah, because
once. Lucifer, I found it once.
Because Lucifer, you can't find them, man. Only there. So how is it that you deny the Old Testament, but you take things out of it?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah. And another thing is a lot of people discredit the Bible but never even read it themselves. Like, I don't believe in that. That's a lie. That's a book full of lies. Have you read it? Have you read it? No. Then how do you know? Have you proved it yourself for yourself? No, I don't have time for that. So maybe you shouldn't speak on things you don't know. That's like me saying the book about physics is bullshit. Have you read it? No. But I know it's full of lies. I know it because people tell me. Well, how do you know? You didn't test it yourself. But go ahead, all right.
Yeah, but the word Lucifer is only found one time, man.
Yeah,
Isaiah 14:12, man.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. So how is it that these people use it for the New Testament? Just showing you, man, this Christian doctrine is full of shit, man.
Yeah.
But
they pick and choose what they want to make that story, the confusion fit. They gotta pick and choose what they want. But when you get down to the root of it and you make them stand and listen and point out everything, then they say, oh, who wrote that Bible then? Who wrote it? I mean, wait a minute. Now you're questioning your own faith? You questioning your own word that you said you believe in?
Isaiah 14:12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning?
How are you falling from rulership, man? How have you fallen from rulership? Heaven is rulership of this planet. Go ahead.
How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations?
You see, you were running through the nations and weakening everybody. You had everybody shook. Had everybody like, yes sir, no sir. Why? Through your military might. You know, you had missiles and shit everybody didn't have, jets and shit that nobody else had. You know, drone strikes, fucking cats up, man. You don't even know half the things that Esau's done over there, man. I'm telling you. We only know one drone strike. They called Obama Mr. Drone Strike. He pretty much wrote a bill for drones, man. He made it so drones were produced on another level during his time. Go ahead, I.
Verse 13. But thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of the Most High.
See, trying to say you got a space station. You know, you exalt yourself above in such a nest in the stars. You know, with your so-called space station, you like to stay up on these high-ass towers and monuments. What 175th floor and so on and so forth. Go ahead.
Says, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of the Most High. I will sit also among the also Salaki. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. This is the thing. He wants to set up himself as the Most High, man, as the God. And that's the thing. Because like you can also read in Second Thessalonians chapter 2. This dude,
What happened?
bro, you walking to like it, man. You walking to show you Esau's dumb, man. You walk with disaffection. The whole way, but he's still doing it right there, man. Yo, man, Esau's done. Showing you, man, Esau is really broad low. We see day by day more Edomites looking into the trash can, man. You see in the on the camp session, 10 different Edomites going to the can, you know, the can, and look for the shit, look for the shit, man.
Eating from it, eating from it, man.
Like
Eating out of
raw,
it, man.
rough, bro. They think they should eat it.
He took the damn Starbucks coffee, drank out of it, like it was his. Like I left this here.
The other one also took the burger out, ate the
Ate the
burger.
burger, man.
This showing you Esau's brought low, man. Esau's brought low to the spirit. But hey, also back there, man, you see this kingdom is falling day by day because you have to understand, you know, to destroy something, or destruction means the emperor gonna bring destruction, right? It means to destruct. So you know,
Break it
structure
down.
something, you build it up, now the empire is step by step breaking it down. Because the fall of the empire doesn't come in one day. No, it's a plan that has to be executed day by day, step by step, till the time comes. And you have to be patient for it. You know, the usurper or the king that want to overtake the ruling kingdom has to be patient. The same thing we have to be right now. Because like we just read, Esau is breaking down. Esau's kingdom, his rulership is broken, man. The nations are rebelling against him, rising up against him, fighting against him. You see all these things happen, man. Why? Because everybody is soon going to bring his marvelous and righteous kingdom upon his planet, man. You know? So it says, what is it? Isaiah 14 and verse 14, I will send above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. You know the word hell means sha'awal, it means death, grave. You're going to be put to death, man. That's what's going to happen to Esau. Verse 16. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble?
Is this him that made the whole planet tremble? Yeah. They're gonna see you, man. Like, this is the dude that had us shook out here.
And this is showing you also this Lucifer's talking about a man, about a person, not about a spiritual demon or spiritual being. No, it's talking about a physical person, which is Esau, you know, so-called white man, which is rulership right now above all these people. But you have to prime example right there. Taking above, he's above all these people that hearken unto him, go unto him, flow unto him, but they're going to be brought low.
They're both sodomites, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. This is the so-called, I don't even call it the name, the two dudes that see together, man, today.
Sodomites.
And that's the thing, man. Heavenly Father is going to bring them low, but hey, we have to patiently wait for them. Because you see the destruction of this kingdom coming. More and more things coming out. More people coming to me saying, like, hey, You know, these people full shit, man. We in inflation, man. We in inflation. Like regular do that talk to when I go to the shops. Like we in fucking inflation, man. You know that? You know that, man? Recession down, man. Recession. You know? And this is showing you, man, that we started burning things up, and you see a lot of police force out there again. You know? I hope yeah, I hope that somebody fucks some shit up over here, man. Yeah, because the Heavenly Father is doing his thing, man. You know? Heavenly Father is doing his thing, and he brings the end to this kingdom. And you see it already here. How much more in the higher obsessions, man? You know? How much more there? You know that these people are about to get down, man. The end is near, man. So it says, verse 17, that made the world as a wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of his prisoners, man. See?
That's what Esau has done. Yep. He destroyed everything, man.
Yeah. Up to this day, man.
Went everywhere taking shit, man. He came and took America. He came and took Europe. He took every fucking thing, man. And then you know what he did? He put his name on it, talking about, look what we did. Look what we created. If you don't like it, go back to Africa. You know? Calling motherfuckers immigrants and shit when you the fucking immigrant. You the vagabond. You the nigger. You the nigger. The miserable, stingy person. Right? Lying, man. Lies. You can't help it, man. It's another protest. Yeah, man. They probably was on top of that joint dancing. Hey, and we in this time, man. We're in the time of unrest.
No, there's no rest, man.
Unrest. I said,
yeah,
unrest.
I know. That's why I said there's no fucking rest for these people, man.
It's the time of unrest. We just one fucking dynamite stick from chaos, man. It's right there. It's like it's right on the edge, man. These people are waiting for these people to say, you know what? Mandatory vaccines. It's gonna fucking go down.
Yeah, they're talking about they even made a law. They're trying to implement a law already to give people fines from the 1st of October in Germany that are 18 and above that don't have the juice. It's like
you ain't got the juice.
Yeah,
you gotta pay us.
And I saw a picture also. They said like, hey, out of the 736 people, 369 have to vote for it, or like they have it. I think it was 736.
They're gonna get it.
They have to vote for it. That they're gonna be law, man. But right now, plus 200 or something for it.
But then you show me that they had already had a thing where for the voting that they already knew who was gonna vote. It came up by accident. Then they try to erase it.
Oh yeah.
Tell me about this.
Yeah, they what is it called?
Remember for the voting system.
Yeah, no, not for the voting. You know what it was for the chancellor, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. For the Burgermeister and all of this.
For the chancellor. For the fucking chancellor, bro. Not for like low peon. For the chancellor, for the ruler of so-called Germany.
They
had it like the what is that? The RD, which is the main, you know, news site. I would say like one of the major ones. So like, yeah, this came up and they took it down instantly again. Yeah. Because that results already. Someone showing you, man.
Put it on Twitter and everything.
Of course, because now nothing can be hid because his own technology is exposing them, man. Like this truth, and this truth is spread to the technology, to the unicorn, to the internet. It's spread, man. We're out here live. Brothers on the combat interacting with us, man. This is showing the power of the Lord because now people think like, see, Esau, the white man is great. You see what he did? Who gave him that, man? The Heavenly Father.
Through an Israelite. Through an Israelite, he did it. Philip Ngwehi, a Nigerian man, an Igbo man, man. You know? Huh?
Which was
Who said what?
Which was Israelite? I know you said that. I would say that.
I was confused for a second. I was like, I didn't say that. I didn't say he was. I was like, huh? I didn't say that he was an Israelite. It confused me for a second there because I was like, I had to think about what I said. I was like, what did I say? But yeah, man, the things that make the society go round have come from Israelites, man. Israelites, man. The toilet, the stoplight, the refrigerator, all come from who?
Oh man,
Israelites. Huh?
This, you remember I told you in the old city that I lived in? And some people got shot up and shit. This part for them again after 2 years. It was 2 years ago.
Say their name.
Yeah, like that. Yes, yeah. Because I was listening, I was like, yeah, just
say their name. I was laughing at that shit this morning when I was leaving.
You know what's the funniest thing for me? So now, it was like 10 people that got shot up by a guy, right? Like, blah, blah. He went to a kiosk, shut them up, pop, pop. And then he went to a shisha bar, shut them up, pop, pop. I look at them like this. How many people die in America daily? How many people get killed by the police daily? How many people get killed in war in Syria? Do you give a fuck about these people? But we should lament and be all set up like, oh my God, well, look what happened in Germany. in a small town.
Say
You
their
know?
names.
Fuck that shit, man. They're gonna judge you as that's rightly so, man.
Say their names.
You know? And you can be like, man, this so bad, wrong what you say. I don't give a fuck about your opinion, man. You know? Because Heavenly Father said, hey, give me Babakshah Job. I forgot the verse.
See men
4
carrying
7.
fucking purses.
Babakshah, give me Job 4 7 real quick. Because
Got men carrying purses.
of course, man. Hey, that's the new fashion. They said so Jake also fashion. I think it's something. He came with a bag like like
No, man.
really effeminate, man. Really
Yeah, man.
effeminate.
Job 4:7. Remember, I pray you, whoever perished, being innocent, or
Where the righteous cut off.
Exactly, that's the point. They were not innocent, man. They got their punishment just in their so-called youth because they were like around what 60 to 20 up. I don't know. Of course, the person on limitation, but I don't give a fuck, man. Because you act like you're someone so righteous, nothing wrong. How do you know, Swat?
Who?
How do you know?
Sway or swap?
Swat.
Swap?
Swat. How do you know?
Swap?
Who? How do you know?
Swap?
The men also make things.
You know? How do you know?
Swap?
Yeah,
The
man.
walking dictionary.
You know?
Adding things to it.
You know how strong this is?
Yeah, man. You know,
No, brother.
imagination is different, man. No, but anyway,
Swap? But yeah, kind of. I did that one caught me off guard too, man. Swap. How you know swap?
Listen, man, you know, you have brothers talk to brothers, and then you hear SWAT, and you just take the thing over. You take it to your arsenal, you know what you do. But hey, the thing is this, man. These people died in the will of the Lord. The Heavenly Father judge them. That's it, man. If you wanna be emotional about it, the Heavenly Father gonna deal with you too. You wanna talk shit about the Lord, you're gonna die, man. Yeah, Deuteronomy 32 and 39. But let me read verse 18. Isaiah 14:18. All the kings of the nations, even all of them, lie in glory, everyone in his own house. But thou art cast out for thy grave like an abominable branch, and as the raiment of those that are slain, thrust through with a sword, that go down to the stones of the pit, as a carcass trod on the feet. So Esau's done, man. You see, if the emperor gonna just take him out, man, that's the thing. The emperor gonna take him out, and he won't rule anymore, because the heathen after thousands years of slavery, they're gonna have their land. They're gonna have their so-called their rulership in their land, things like that.
Their little
But
pieces of queendoms.
yeah, but no, there won't be any kingdom anymore.
No.
There won't be any kingdom. Like a kingdom like we have right now won't be there anymore, won't be existing anymore. But they're gonna have the rulerships,
Yeah, they're gonna be existing.
but they're gonna be tributaries, man. They're gonna have to abide to our law, man. Like we have to abide right now to their Bush's law, they're gonna have to abide to our law. This is what's gonna happen, man. To the spirit. You know? But Esau gonna be taken out after thousands years of slavery, man. Because the wickedness has to be plucked out, has to be grabbed by the root and taken out. And what do we read in Malachi 1 and 4? He's the border of wickedness, man. So where he is, there's wickedness. He has to be taken out, man. He has to be taken out, man. Yep. Get Deuteronomy.
This is Deuteronomy 32 and 39. See now that I, even I, am He, and there is no God with me.
See, so he's the Heavenly Father. There's no other power with him. There's no so-called, there's no devil with him. You know?
I
Like the rap.
kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand.
Exactly. So he heals, he wounds, he kills, he makes alive. There's no one that can deliver out of his hand. If you're meant to die, you're gonna die, man. And there's no way about it. He's trying to make a way about it. Like, see, we saved him. I forgot what series of movie it was, man. I remember the operators dude that said like, yeah, we saved him. At this moment, he died, man. I forgot where it was, but I have it clear in my mind, man. But hey, this is what Easter tried to do. He wanna go against Heavenly Father, but what's gonna happen is just this, man. The Heavenly Father judge we want to judge. He that has to die gonna die. There's no if or but about it, man. And if you want to lament, of course, hey, if somebody dies that's near and dear unto you, you're gonna lament. But don't start questioning Heavenly Father, because whatever happens is according to righteousness of the Heavenly Father. Goodbye, give me real quick. Psalms chapter 92, verse 15. Baba Shah. Real quick. And you, Baba Shah, Yako, give me 1 Samuel chapter 2, verse 6.
So he said 9 and 2 and 15.
92 and 15.
92.
Chapter 2?
1 Samuel chapter 2, 6.
Psalms 92, 15. To so that the Lord is upright. He is my rock, and there's no unrighteousness in him.
Exactly. There's no unrighteousness in the Heavenly Father. There's only righteousness in him. You know? Yeah, he created good and evil. You know? Yeah, he controls both sides, but everything is done in righteousness, man. Because everything has a purpose. The wicked has a purpose in this movie. You know, there has to be an adversary, there has to be some enemy. Because either the movie is boring. When you see a movie and there's no enemy, it's a boring movie. It's a boring series. You have to always have this conflict. But at the end, righteousness has to rule, man. Got it?
This is Second Samuel chapter
Verse
2. I mean, First Samuel chapter 2 and verse 6. The Lord killeth and make alive. He bringeth down to the grave and bringeth up. The Lord maketh poor and maketh rich. He bringeth low and lifteth up.
Exactly. So that's what the Heavenly Father does. He lifts out of your poor state and he
Got
brings
precept
up.
for you also.
You know, he does all these things, man. So who are we to speak against the Heavenly Father, man? Like what is it, the wretched man? But you give me a
I
precept.
got precept for Isaiah 45 and 7. I form the light.
Verse 5. Sorry.
It's like it's Isaiah 45 and 5. I am the Lord, and there is none else. There is no God beside me. I girded thee, though thou hast not known me, that they may know from the rising of the sun and from the west that there is none beside me. I am the Lord, and there is none else. Verse 7, I form the light and create the darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things.
Exactly. So Heavenly Father does all these things. He's the only one, man. There's none beside him. Like we read also Deuteronomy 32 and 39. There's no God with him, man. He's the only one that executes the judgment. You know, he hates the wicked. He does all these things, man. You know, can somebody give me Sirach chapter
39.
no, 15? And so like it. Forgot what it was, man. Where it says, "Hey to Ab." Sirach chapter 15 and verse 13.
Right there.
Yeah,
The
but
Lord,
yeah.
this is Sirach chapter
So the Heavenly Father creates good and evil. He lets all these things happen on earth because what you have to understand also, what happened yesterday in Germany was what? Like what they call it, the calm, right? Like a, okay, so it's like a wind gust, you know, like a volcano or something, like a,
tornado,
yeah, like a tornado kind of thing. This happened. That's why like they had a warning and everything.
wind cyclone.
Yeah, wind cyclones, type thing like that.
He was going nuts.
Yeah, because even like also in Holland, brother showed me picture or saw a picture from a brother for a whole fucking biggest tree got rooted out. Rooted out, man. So every father is there. Don't you think people died? Don't you think people got injured? So what is it now? Oh, it's a nature catastrophe. No, it's a judgment of the Lord. Goodbye, give me Nahum chapter 1 and verse 3. Read, Bible, sir. Is that right?
This is Sirach chapter 15 and verse 13. The Lord hath hated all abomination, and they that
See?
fear the Lord love it not.
See, so Heavenly Father hates all of abomination. Man. So we should despise these things. Like it says also in Matthew chapter 5, verse 48, be therefore perfect, even as your Father in heaven is perfect. We should be perfect as Heavenly Father. So if He hates abominations, we should hate abominations. So now your son is a fucking sodomite, and the Heavenly Father just understood the beauty. He dies, he perishes. Of course, you're gonna feel inside messed up to a certain extent. Why? Because it's your son. But if you're spiritual, you have to be spiritual in these things. You don't let you can't let the flesh allow you to take over. Why? If the flesh
Can allow
takes
the flesh
over,
to take over.
yeah. So is that?
So you can allow the flesh. You cannot let the flesh allow you to take over.
Oh, I mean, so like
You
I meant to
cannot
say
the
you
flesh to take
cannot
over.
you cannot allow the flesh to take over. Why? Because if the flesh take over, what you're gonna do? You're gonna turn yourself against Heavenly Father, and then you're done. Then you're done. Why? Because this whole thing can be a whole testimony for you. And for the testing your faith. Okay, yeah, I killed your son now. So what? You're gonna have many sons in the kingdom. So you're gonna throw this all away because you lost one son this side? Come on, man. We have to have faith. We have to have faith because every father controls all things. And we have to hate these abominations. We have to be. You have to accept these things, man. People dying around you, people leaving you. You have to accept these things. Or you're gonna perish, man. Give me the name.
Nahum 1:3. The Lord is slow to anger and great in power, and will not at all acquit the wicked.
See, he will not acquit the wicked, so he won't let the wicked go unpunished, man. He will hold the guilty. He will not hold the guilty guiltless, man. He's gonna judge them accordingly. And so when people die, man, they're meant to fucking die. You know what I'm saying?
They gotta pay that tab.
Yep.
They got a tab out on their
Yes. Because Heavenly Father wanted to the prophets, the word went out to all the four corners of the earth. You see that. That's why you see more and more things happening. And if you still want to keep on going in wickedness, you're gonna get your punishment, man. Read.
The Lord have his way in the whirlwind
Yep.
and in the storm, and the clouds are the dust of his feet.
Exactly. So even the thing that happened yesterday, I didn't hear any big news about it. But it was even the day before, the night before in Hamburg, like the North Germany, it's in North Germany, right? Yeah, the North Germany. Um, there were there were a lot of things pulled out. And I was thinking about when we drove there, right? It was high, man. We had to go fucking up a hill like that, kind of like that. Remember when we drove like this, and at the end, to Hamburg, we went up. So I was thinking like, hey, the wind was there stronger because he didn't really feel. You felt the wind yesterday night when I was driving yesterday. Well, then nothing really happened. But you know, people died 100%. Also in Hamburg, there was I think it was Hamburg. There was driving in the what is the big ship called? Bigger ship. When people, yeah, cruise. Yeah, the cruise ship. So there was a cruise ship, and the freaking glass broke, man. Water was coming inside, man. You know. So water broke and everything. So hey, you see that Father certain things up, man.
How about that rock that fell off that cliff on that ship, that little boat that was
Oh,
in
Brazil.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Brazil.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know, that's not a coincidence, man. Like, damn, how did it? And you know, the Lord is like, all of them cats gotta go. He made sure that rock, the way that shit hit that,
Suckers, man, it was put down to
to the bottom of it,
bottom
of that shit, man.
you know. And also, you had the mudslide. You even had recently a mudslide in Brazil also. Showing you,
He's
man,
not
these
playing,
Jakes,
man. Yeah.
these Jakes over there, man, they do their wickedness. And also, don't forget, man, they have the biggest,
Yeah.
the Treasure Borgia statue over there, man.
They love
You know?
orgies and shit, man.
Yeah.
There's sodomy over there, man, in Brazil. I didn't know that shit. But
What you want to say?
What to think about, because what I noticed was always fucked up things like the ship, this rocket ship, always have to do this Christianity bullshit. Because you think, oh, is this Christian get cancer, bro? Oh, is this Christian get cancer?
Because they want to use the word of the Heavenly
Yeah.
Father. They try to pervert the word of the Heavenly Father with their false doctrines. And this is what they're doing. Of course, Heavenly Father, in due time, I'm going to deal with them. You first let the wickedness, yeah, do your wickedness, pile that shit up. Give me, was it Revelation, I think? Revelation 18, let me double check.
oh, it says that
Yeah, give me Revelation 18. Yeah, Revelation 18 and verse, here's out of verse 1. Down. But this is really what's happening. The Heavenly Father also right now, this kingdom, let the wickedness pile up and more and more and more. Give me Ecclesiastes 8:11 real quick. Because the Heavenly Father does execute the judgment speedily, not instantly. They pile up the wickedness that they won't have any excuse, man. When they're gonna be judged, there won't be, or if they're gonna be found confounded, gonna be put to death, man.
Ecclesiastes 8 and 11.
Huh?
It's like, because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil.
Exactly. So this is why the wickedness is rising. Why? Because you see, back in the day, what happened?
Nothing happened.
What did you see back in the day? Back in the day, somebody, just picked up sticks on the side, got stoned to death. People feared. Oh shit, rebellious son. Didn't want to listen to the children. Got stoned to death. So people, why? What the I always say? Do that the wickedness be taken off the nation of Israel. But now the wickedness is so much, man. And for okay, pile it up, and pile it up, and pile it up, pile it up. That at the end won't be found without excuse. This is why nothing's happened to these people. You see, fucking sodomites walking in front of us. They should be put to death. But this is also not our rest. This is not our kingdom. This is why the law is not executed in their way. This is why we're not going out there and fucking killing sodomites.
Putting them down. Yeah.
Not killing bestiality dudes. Not rebelling, rather said, fighting to gain this kingdom. Why? Because we know we have a kingdom to come, man. Which is the Heavenly Father. Which the Heavenly Father's kingdom, which is going to be on earth. Give me the revelation.
Revelation 18. And after these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils,
Exactly.
and and the hold of every spirit, and the cage, foul spirit, and the cage of every unclean and hateful bird.
Exactly, because when America gonna be destroyed, when it's gonna be turned to lake of fire, no person gonna have it anymore. You know, why it's gonna be make the bird known? Give me Jeremiah 51:25, because everybody gonna make America the bird mountain. No being can inhabit it anymore, but the scavengers, man.
This is Jeremiah chapter 51 and verse 25. Behold, I am against thee, O destroying mountain.
Yeah, we just talked about America because who's destroying the whole earth? The bread, man. Remember the series of the one enemy series that we saw just like above?
Let's hope.
Yeah, man. Last hope, man. You saw the scene, first scene. The whole earth looked dead, man. Only dust. And then they explained, like, yeah, man, the humans, but tried to get new power source, things like that. Then exploded, and this is the new thing. New fucking creatures out there, like what is it? Like a rat with
Mutations.
yeah, mutation, but they had like
New breeds.
wait, let me
Yeah,
think.
yes.
Let me think.
Yes.
Robotics. There was like
Have robotic, have
yeah,
have robots,
robotic
have
have animal
Yeah, it's
like
like
that.
Transhumanism type
Yeah,
of
like transhumanist
you had
type
like
shit.
a rat with a claw fucking knife.
Yeah, man, like a driller and shit.
How
Telling
did,
you.
how did we get it?
Yeah, this is like this how they set it up. We don't know. I just so watch the first episode. I was thinking like this is the thing.
We watched the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, we're 5 minutes. But this was showing that. And I was still like, I told you yesterday. It's like if each piece of gold, this how the world would look like, man. I'm telling you, because it's showing you Esau's destroyer of the world, man. The person humans, being a scientist again, having created new thing, new power source. But boom, everything got fucked up. It looks like a freaking desert, like that land. When you look at that, like listen, you see this land, you'll be like this. No. Let's just turn around. Let's go back, like that, man. And this is what's gonna happen to America. You're gonna look at America, it's done. So read this. Jeremiah 51 start at the top again.
This is Jeremiah 51 and 25. Behold, I'm against thee, O destroying mountain, save the Lord, which destroyeth all the earth. And I will stretch out mine hand upon thee, and roll thee down from the rocks, and will make thee a burnt mountain.
Make the burn mountain to what? To nuclear fire. Hey, but real quick, give me Malachi 4:1, real quick. Because everybody gonna make America burn mountain. You're gonna burn it up through the missiles, to the nuclear warheads, and of course to the days with the terrorists, man. Read.
Malachi 4:1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven,
Huh?
and all the proud,
Yep.
yeah, all that the wicked one shall be
Stubble. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, save the Lord of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root, rot, nor branch.
Exactly. So no root, no branch, man. Everybody gonna burn the thing up. And America is the shit pile of wickedness, man. You see the wickedness, you Jeremiah son? Jump to verse 7 real quick.
This is Jeremiah chapter 51 and verse 7. Babylon hath been a golden cup in the Lord's hand, that made all the earth drunken.
See?
The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad.
See? So the wickedness spread through America, man. Through America, all these things got spread. Because like I said, this is a major example for me. Back in the day in Germany, if you would see something, he would be beat the fuck up and probably even put to death by these Germans. But to America, now what is it? You can even fucking through law marry the man to man, the same sex to what? Same sex marriages, man. And where do you come? Where do you come from? From America.
In the church,
In the church.
In the church, and you have the pastor right there.
It's bisexual. Or it's a tranny.
Bruh, come on, man. This is a confusion, man. And they even wanna even what is it? What is it? Shit, I forgot the word. Say what you want to say.
You got my teacher told me once. It was even not allowed in Germany. Two men living together in one house at the beginning shit because they were like, that's kind of weird, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, because man and woman are meant to be fucking live together, man. This is showing you, man. America defied the whole earth. This is what everybody going to destroy America, man. America gonna, even though it has beautiful parts, has really beautiful parts. It has, man. You didn't see these things, man. Like brothers, I saw a brother view. It has beautiful parts. The land, but the people polluted the land, man. Why do you think the Israelites went there? Do you think Israelites would go to land that is freaking unfruitful and dead? No, man. They would go to a land where they can do their thing.
It's just that Esau has ruined it so
Exactly.
badly.
This is what I'm saying. Because when you look at America, at the cities, yeah, you don't want to go in there. Chicago, man, yo, I hear, I wake up in the mornings, fucking bullet holes in my fucking car. Yo, you don't want to live there. This is really the shadow, really of shadow of death. And your fucking castle, they haven't started showing you, I protected you. If you would be in the star, in the sky, you'd be dead, man. Driver's seat, through your bullet holes, you would be dead, man. Heavenly Father has
In the
mercy.
window, in the window, in your window, like the
Yeah, in the
windshield.
window and also in the door, and I think it was in the door what I saw.
No,
So
I'm saying, like you see that,
yeah,
you see that, man. Bullet holes on the side of your car,
exactly.
you know.
And that's the thing, man. So the Heavenly Father, hey, He
You be
has
in your
mercy on
house,
us.
cash is walking outside your house. You ain't got nothing to do with it. Dude just walking outside your house. He starts shooting, and he hit everybody in your house. He don't hit the dude one time, but everybody in your house get hit.
Yeah, because also this is why often even children die. Like little babies lay in their crib, they lay in their crib, and the bullet, because the guy, the freaking bullet hits the baby, man. Death is everywhere, man. So the Heavenly Father has mercy upon us every day, man. It could be taken out every day, and especially in America, man. You know? But
The
hey,
brother said it's the valley of shadow of death.
yeah, man, this is what you have to understand,
Death
man.
is at every corner in America, man.
That's right, that's right.
You walk out your door in the morning, it's there. You go to everywhere it is,
Even
man.
if so-called comfort of your house is there,
Yeah,
man.
hey.
You can't escape.
What was it? Wasn't there a Jake that got caught? I mean, not caught, but walked in. A police officer walked in his house and killed him, man. Said,
Oh,
"This
yeah.
is my house. I
Yeah.
thought this was my house."
And another thing also,
She got off.
yeah, there was another there's many
Easy.
examples, but there was another example. Like a guy was sleeping on the couch of somebody else who got like a search warrant or something, or a restaurant. They kick in the door.
He was
dude-
16.
But the dude had a gun with him also. You know, so he had a gun with him. He got shot, boop, 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 but he got it legally. So according to his law, they would be guilty. But you have to think also about the fucking police officer. If you see someone with a bomb, man, gun it down, man. It's simple like that. Oh, you want to tell me in the ancient times you see somebody who swore out? You see what you swore out? Yo, man, hey, you would get ready. Let me say it like that. You get ready.
It's like
You know?
either you or him.
Yeah, man. If you make one move, you just cut your head off, man. No, you know. But the point of the matter is this, man. They unjustly kill people and get even. What is it? Amari Auburn or something? I forgot his name. I just saw an article today. Yeah, the guy he got shot like last year, right?
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. In this place.
Oh no, I'm not talking about him. I was talking about somebody else.
Oh.
I was talking about somebody else. But he just check out 24 months. If I
That's
remember
what
it
I'm
right.
talking about. That we might have went into his house and killed him, man.
This is 24
He's sleeping in
months,
his own
man.
house, man.
24 months of jail time for murder. You should be put to death, but is it executed now?
Let Jake do that to a white lady.
Yo, he would be sentenced to death, man.
Let Jake do that to a white lady.
Hey, yo, he's so gonna invade fucking Africa again, bro.
Oh, hell to the no. This nigga got to die.
But that's
And
the
be
thing, man.
castrated, and be hung, and be burned at the stake. That's how Esau got down, man.
Yeah, now you think Esau loves you, man?
Yeah,
Listen, man, the same spirits that are years back in the ancient times are reincarnated now,
They're
man.
right here, right now.
They hate you, man. They love the pleasure of you. Yes, they like to get the pleasure of you, but that's it, man. If it comes down,
If you can benefit you,
yeah,
just like it says in never trust in the Ecclesiasticus 12 and 10. Never trust thy enemy, man. No? Go ahead, Art.
Esau loves to hate Jacob.
yeah, man. That's the thing, man. So you have to always be aware, man. You're in enemy territory, so don't get too comfortable. I'm telling you, don't get too comfortable. You think like, yeah, my house, I'm good. Your neighbor's gonna stitch on you too.
Uh-huh.
You know, you have like certain brothers over in the quarantine rules. Don't you think if you're a little bit too low for their expertise, you know, for their life, they're gonna call the cops on your ass, man. What then? They stitch on you. You think you can come from your house, man. Telling you, you're only safe through your house, me outside, man.
That's it.
Because I'm telling you, Esau, if he would want to roll down on us right now, he could. He could just kick in my door and night, take me, done. He just accused me of something. Nobody would know. Yeah, my family would just question it. You know, they would probably defame me.
Yeah.
They'll defame me on the TV and shit.
Yeah, they will believe
Okay.
it. Your family will believe it too.
Yeah, they're like, oh shit, yeah, he was on he was
I knew
teaching.
he was. I knew
You
it.
know, he was a terrorist, man. He was on,
Knew it. I
on,
knew
the,
it.
on the street corner teaching this shit.
Yeah, man.
You know, but hey, these times gonna come also.
We already seen it.
Uh-huh.
Little slice of it with the video that you sent me.
Oh yeah, you mean
He had a
Asian?
demon on him though, man. He was drunk.
He was an agent. 100% he was fucking agent.
Yeah, man.
He
was
said
trying
he-
to
you know-
provoke him.
you know what he said?
He said my cousin, my uncle is
Uncle is
the cardinal.
He said I came just from the feds. Man.
Yeah, he just
He said I came from the feds, man.
Yeah,
You know, man.
yeah.
He called from them. Oh yeah, do that. And of course, evil demons, evil spirits are out there because
They stayed spiritual, man.
yeah. Listen, man. But yeah, the situation, man. You have to always
That was
remain
hard.
spiritual.
That was hard because I was even like punch him, but you know that's not what we
I
should
was,
do. You know?
I was seeing that. I was like, no, no, that's good.
Yeah,
If
I
he would
know.
jump, like if he would go jump, then you interact. But
Yeah.
he wanted to get them to a reaction.
Riled up.
So this is why I was like, that's good what they did, man. You know, and this is how we have to remove because you have to understand they're gonna try to
Defame us.
not
To provoke.
false accuse us, man. They try to get evidence to false accuse. They got it already to the Israel groups. I got stakes in camp, having guns with the camp and shit, having a fucking AK, whatever. Yo, this nigga had the biggest gun out there, man.
AR-15.
AR-15, whatever gun, man, had the biggest gun out there, man. Yo, standing there. And Heavenly Father gonna deal with your asses, man,
Yeah.
because y'all just make it easy for Eastern war on us.
Yeah.
See, black identity extremists. You see that they're only for black people and they're armed the dangers. So high alert out there. And I'm telling you, hey, things gonna go crazy. But hey, nevertheless, let's keep on reading Revelation. Let's keep on reading Revelation because the Heavenly Father gonna make America a burnt place which can't be inhabited anymore. Because when the nuclear missile hits, the radiation going to be there for many years. That's why it says it burn forever and ever because it's still going to be uninhabitable, man. The fire won't go out only. Think about it. Nuclear destruction hits, right? You think it's going to go out in one day, man? Multiple missiles, millions of missiles hitting it because of warheads. You think it's going to go out in one day, 1 month? No, it's going to burn a long time. Read.
Read. For all
Can you
nations,
call the whole thing again, Babakshah?
Revelation 18:3. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her,
See?
and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies.
Delicacies, exactly. So just think, America let these nations rise up. They make great deals. And it's really what you see. Because when you jump down to, yeah, keep on reading. The point is verse 6. Then jump.
And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and Yahweh hath remembered her iniquities, reward her even as he rewarded you, and double unto her double according to her works. In the cup
Wait, hold on. Finish this like
in the cup which she hath filled to her double.
exactly. So this is what's gonna happen. You're gonna get a double payment. But the point is this: everybody's gonna say, "Come up." We're gonna be delivered out of it, man. We're gonna this is the physical deliverance precept, man. The verse. We're gonna be physically delivered out of America, man. Why? Because since has reached out to heaven. This is what happened. What's happening right now? The Heavenly Father, miracle keep on going and keep on rolling and keep on rolling. That they're gonna step up the what is it called the wickedness so much that there's gonna be no excuse anymore. People still want to excuse America for the shit that they're doing on to this day. But wait till the Heavenly Father reveals all things, man. The people gonna know. When you're gonna come back, you're gonna destroy America. People gonna know why America gonna get that destroyed. And why do they know? Because of the prophets, man. Yeah, hey, see, this.
Have you seen the show Bubba Fett?
No, no,
Yeah, you mean the blue one, right? The
Yeah.
eyes.
The bounty hunter.
yeah, I know the concept. I know
From Clone Wars, not from Clone Wars.
With the
What's that
hat,
was the Clone
with
Wars,
the
the
orange
blue
eyes
one.
that was blue.
The blue one with
The
the red
blue-
eyes.
With the red
Who was
eyes. That he fought him at the end. Fought him at
Think about it with the cowboy hat always.
Yeah, them. Yeah, show me
Yeah.
pictures. They can show this creature, man. Get the picture. Real quick,
I don't know
man.
his name.
You know the name?
No, I don't know his name, man.
Yeah. But yeah, so the thing is this, man. America's gonna be destroyed for the wickedness that it did. You got the Wisdom of Solomon?
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah. Because it's gonna be 2,000 times,
This
man.
is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 12 and verse 25. 22, Salakia. Therefore, whereas thou dost chasten us, thou scourgest our enemies 1,000 times more, to the intent that when we judge, we should carefully think of thy goodness, and when we ourselves are judged, we should look for mercy.
Exactly, because everybody just punch us corrects, but our enemies 1,000 times. So America gonna get East gonna get a payment of 2,000 times, man. You know? Hey, that's the thing. Everybody's gonna judge America. This is why there's gonna be such a great destruction. You know? That's why gonna be such a great destruction. Imagine. Yeah, show it to the picture. We just saw this creature, man. We just saw a creature like that, man.
This goddamn
Walking
creature.
walking the fucking street, man. I'm telling you, man.
This shit was walking right here.
Yeah, man. That's what he said. This is what America produces, man. This is a production of America out here in real life. You know, he didn't was dressed like about this the walk and everything and how it
like
looked.
this thing, man.
It looked like it, man. But not like what is it, cosplay or some shit like that.
Yeah, nah, it was
Not
really
like that. It was like a physical form of that. You know?
yeah.
Like a real form. Like that.
He made the character off of this man.
Yeah, man.
Whatever that shit
I'm
was.
telling you, the spirit of this creature was inspired by him.
That's what I said. They're like, yeah, let's use this.
Yeah, man. But hey, that's the thing, man. So hey, America gonna be dealt with. Them fellas won't have mercy with them. Can you give me James 2:13 and you keep on reading till verse 10, Babakshah? Because the point is verse merchants. Verse 9 or 10. Yeah, verse 10. Verse 10.
7. How much she hath glorified herself, and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her.
Yep.
For she saith in her heart, I see the queen, and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow.
Exactly, that's the point. So America is so pumped up, so full of pump, like we read in Isaiah 14, that it thinks it won't be a widow, so it won't lose the husband. You know, won't be childless. It won't always. It won't go down. Always going to proceed. You're going to get better and better. But everybody going to deal with her because she's going to get, according to her delicacies, how she lived delicately in this world. Did what the fuck she want to, you know.
She lived carelessly.
Did what the fuck she want to, man. To the queen, yeah, you're a fucking whore. Why? Because you jump from freaking country to country. You know, now you make a deal with Ukraine because you want to fuck up Russia. Tomorrow you're gonna make a deal with another country to fuck up Ukraine. You're wrong, man. And this is really what America is. And the spirit of whoredom is out there, man. And this is why America even want to try us to commit us or lead us, or rather say led us into spiritual fornication, man. Spiritual adultery, man. This is what fornication means, adultery, man. Okay? So read. What?
James 2:12.
2 and 13, where it says, judgment by mercy.
Revelation 18 and 8. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day,
Yep.
death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire.
See, utterly burned with fire. So America going to be burned with fire, man. Going to be made that burnt mountain.
For strong is the Lord Yahweh, who judgeth her, and the kings of the earth, who have committed fornication, and lived deliciously with her, shall bewail her and lament for her, when they shall see the smoke of her burning.
Exactly. So these other nations going to see America. They'll be like, oh my God, why? They're going to be well. Why? Because they made big money with her. They built their enterprise. Look at China, man. Why do you think China made so much money? How they can boast right now? Because it was seen as nothing as before. You know, as before they were seen as nothing. Why? Because America is a freaking consumer. But China brings all the cheap goods in. And they made a deal and they got rise up, man. Read, make big
Standing
money.
afar, verse 10, standing afar off for the fear of her torment.
See, standing up for why? They see the Mississippi, they're like, yo, we stay out of the thing, man. We won't be here. We're gonna say, wait. This is showing also these allies of America won't help them. They're gonna just destroy them because the mist is gonna come from the allies here. Read.
Standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, Alas, alas, the great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come.
See, so everybody gonna make quick riddance of America. 1 hour, man. In 1 hour. The day gonna come soon, man. 60. And this is what we hasten for, man. Can you give you got James, right? Yeah. Hey, give me 2 Peter. This is James 3 and verse
2 verse 12. Yeah. 2 and 12. Yeah. So ye speak and do as they 13 and 12. I said that you told me to go to 12. Oh, I said 14. It's like this is James 2 and 13. For he shall have judgment without mercy that have showed no mercy.
Exactly.
And mercy rejoices against judgment.
Exactly. Let's think, and the brother put them on there, I think, because of the picture.
Yeah, the picture of that goddamn beast.
Yeah, man, this was a freaking, listen, man, this creature was
Fucked up shit.
from another dimension.
God.
You know?
Damn.
But hey, he that has judgment of mercy has no mercy, man. And And mercy rejoices against judgment. Why? If you show mercy and judgment, you're gonna rejoice against it. And this is really what the Heavenly Father has on us. And the Heavenly Father gonna deal with this fucking world, man. I'm telling you, man. Heavenly Father gonna bring it down, man. Yeah. That's why the spirit is. Hey, I'm telling you, the Heavenly Father gonna deal with it soon, man. Because this is unbearable, man. It's getting unbearable. But we have to bear it. We have to fight through. We have to carry on. Why? Because Heavenly Father has his time and seasons for everything. Yeah, we haste for the day, but the day is not here yet. We have to keep on hastening. And America and these Edomites gonna have judgment of mercy because they had no mercy on us, man. When our iniquity and end, they still kept on going, man. They still kept on going, man. So we want to have mercy with them. Read 2 Peter.
2 Peter 3:10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat.
See, so Heavenly Father gonna bring fire upon this earth. Gonna destroy certain places. The major place in America, read.
The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burnt up.
Keep reading.
Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved,
Uh-huh.
what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversations and godliness?
Exactly. So which person you are right now? You know destruction is going to come. So which person are you now, man? You have to be the person that serves Yahweh Bashim El Shai in truth and sincerity, man. Without hypocrisy, without any guile, man. Without any wrong, what's it called? Yeah, guile in your mouth. Any wrong word in your mouth. But you have to push this word. You have to do the things that Father tells you to do. Do his man. Do his word. Read. Because point, verse 13.
Verse 12, looking for and hastening unto the coming of the day of Yahweh, that wherein the heavens, being on fire, shall be dissolved, and the elements shall made with fervent heat.
See, so this is the day that we look for. Like you have a sport players looking for the Olympics, for the finals. They're looking for the day. We want to work up to the day. We have to work up to the kingdom for today that Yahweh Bashim shall judge this world and brings our kingdom, man. Because the kingdom starts within us, but it has to be manifest in this place. Because, like it says, the people. I didn't create the people for the place, but the place for the people. Same thing with the kingdom. We have to be first the kingdom in the spirit, then we're going to be manifested, man. Then we're going to receive the kingdom. Then the kingdom going to be built up by the heathens. The 1,000 years of slavery, man. We have to haste. We have to desire that day, man. This should be our main desire, man. Read 13, Babakshah.
Verse 13, nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens and the new earth, wherein dwelleth righteousness.
Exactly, that's what we're looking for, righteousness. This kingdom has to be destroyed. This kingdom has to be brought down with all the wickedness there. And hey, people have to be here. People have to be pure. That Heavenly Father is going to do all these things. Righteousness is going to be on this planet, like this whole universe. Righteousness is going to rule because right now wickedness is ruling. This is why the whole world is in fucking wickedness, man. But the Heavenly Father is going to deliver us out of this place, man. So haste on to this day, man. Make you things right with the Heavenly Father and push, man. Because we in the year of Yahweh Bashim has turned up. Hey, you see it already, man. Last year started with a boom. This year they started with a boom again. Last year Soleimani got killed, by America, and this year Israel attacked the Gaza Strip, man. So you see, things started off hot again. So we coming close to the kingdom by the day. This was everything I have.
Got anything else?
This was everything.
They need full sensitivity also because this was
Oh yeah, that's right.
yes,
Close it out.
Yeah, man. Hey. So with that, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor, and thanks unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, ministers, it's true. Peace and blessed salutation, elected, there's furnace, true sincerity, no security across four winds, man. Yahweh says, Ken was edifying. Hey, Yahweh time to next week. Shalom. Wa barakatam. Wa ba ba ba.
Throw it to the. I give him on the count of
Yeah, man, the water, man. Shalom.
Shalom.